Thank you, Moira.
Online.
Hello, Wednesday.
Digital radio.
You all right?
And on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Haven't seen you for a week.
Mesdames et messieurs.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show.
6:32 Radio 2.
It's the most.
Thanks to Lady V. Now the team, myself.
The most wonderful.
Yourselves hopefully still there.
Oh, the most wonderful time.
Till 9:30.
This is London.
Of the day.
Yourselves, of course, not necessarily you. That's yourself, not you. Let's not get into that, shall we? No. It's going to be a bit of a day today, I suspect. All right. Big news about this show, on this show, 8:15 this morning.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Absolutely. It's all right. Don't panic, everyone. Grant, let me do the show a second, will you? Thanks very much. We're going to need all the nanas this morning. Okay, Graham, what is it? What do you want? We can go with the full precursor cam. I didn't realise that. This is exciting. I can almost tell you everything. And it's only 25 to 7. By the way, that's Cher, Believe. Cher's new album, Cher Sings I'm a Dancing Queen, is also out now. She's singing Dancing Queen, Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. The name of the game, SOS, Waterloo. Got it here from me. Can you tell? Mamma Mia, Chiquita, Fernando. The winner takes it all, one of us. But not Super Trooper. I think Super Trooper's my favourite. Maybe Know Me, Know You. Maybe Thank You for the Music. Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't know. Does it matter? They're all brilliant, aren't they? happens now, as I say, when I say we, I mean myself and primarily Mary Merrily. Because she is powering up the text message machine for the early entries into the Good Morning Chris Club. Text us now, 88291. Magnificent Matt has his eagle eyes on the email inbox. Chris Evans at bbc.co.uk. Cool Cat Chloe has the phone in one hand and the drinks in the other. Moira's newsing, Muscles sporting, Rachel's travelling. Big Guy's our super studio manager with his fingers on the faders, and Golden Graham is in the driving seat, steering their team through this wonderful Wednesday. What's going on the show? Well, lots of things. Big screen bell to the Bell Stars on the way. Carl Kirkwood has the weather from Brighton. On this day's read by Tom Robinson. Golden Oldie, Air the Cascades. With Rhythm of the Rain, 90 Smashers by Eternal and No Doubt. Gobsmackers. From the Zombies and the Cranberries. Dr. Jim Harris, pausing for thought. Well, what about this? 8:15. Great job Wednesday, of course. 8:15 today on this programme. Are you ready? Have I got my gasp somewhere? Hang on a second. It's here. I won't go without it. 8:15 this morning, we reveal the brand new custodian of the Radio 2 Breakfast Show. I know. And the bookies still taking bets, aren't they?
Big
Are they? Because if they are, we now know who it is.
You did.
And there's a bookies over the road on the... Oh, no, it's moved now. It's Joe and the Juice, isn't it? What happened to Corals? God bless them.
Cover it up.
Have they been Paddy Powered out of business?
Ready for 'em. Got the bad man groove, go steady on them. Hey.
Or have they shacked up with Betfred?
A beautiful dress. Do ya wanna dance? She's telling me yes. I got confidence in myself, but that's just tequila giving me help. Trying to cover it up so you never tell. I feel like dancing with you. It's your moves, baby. 'Cause I can't dance in the way that you do. But I got that love that you ain't used to. Hey. And when the DJ's spinning that song that we grew to, oh my, come and teach me how to dance. Slow down. DJ play that track, checking my kung fu kicks like I'm under attack. I wave my arms like this from front to back. But you never seen a bad mother dance like that. Then you beckon me in with a kiss on the lips. Jump into the middle, come and wiggle your hips. My love, take my hand, I'll give you a spin. Step one, step twice, let the party begin. I got confidence in myself, but that's just tequila giving me help. Trying to cover it up so you never tell. I feel like dancing with you. It's your moves, baby. 'Cause I can't dance in the way that you do. Yeah. But I got that love that you ain't used to. Hey. And when the DJ's spinning that song that we grew to, oh my, come and teach me how to dance.
Dance to the rhythm of the D.O.Dub. G and the Thug, watch how I be in the club. Looking, staring, daring, comparing. In my book they say sharing is caring. So give me your taste. And make your hips just dip to the bass. And watch me run your line. See what I come to find.
It's your moves, baby. You did. 'Cause I can't dance in the way that you do. Yeah. But I got that love that you ain't used to. Hey. And when the DJ's spinning that song that we grew to, oh my, come and teach me how to dance.
Ollie Murs and Snoop Dogg.
'Cause I can't dance in the way that you do.
In my book they say
You wouldn't put those two together, would you?
Got that love that you ain't.
Not a couple of years ago.
to the rhythm of the D.O.Dub.
When the DJ's
It's working for me. If it's working for them, it's working for me. Is it working for you?
come and teach
90 minutes 7, this is BBC Radio 2. So here's the spooky thing. Coral's bookies over the road. Now, I thought somewhere in the mad labyrinth of my mind that Coral's Bookies was originally owned by Joe Coral. And I think I knew this because my dad was a bookie and he worked for William Hill, and Joe Coral was one of their competitors. And now the former Coral's Bookie site is at Joe and the Juice. I'm thinking, is it the same Joe? Because, of course, Juice is also urban speak for wonga, for money. For what else would you call it? Moolah. Yeah, all that kind of thing. Greenbacks. Cheese, cheddar. Yeah, coin of the realm. Anyhow, moving on. Good morning, guys. Far too excited. First 19 minutes to 7. Good morning, Chris and the gang. Please can I be in the club this morning? For the last 3 years, I've been texting in as a student midwife. Well, today it all changes. It's my first day, fully fledged in blue as a newly qualified midwife. Such an honour and a privilege to be doing this job, says Emma from Preston. Emma, we love you. Would you like a special Noah? Well, you can have one. Here you go, my sweetheart.
Yeah!
Subliminally. Right. Chris, can we be in the club? Good morning. Just setting off from Staffordshire to South Wales to pick up 2 retrievers rescued from puppy farming, both 7 years old, and then driving them back to their forever home to be showered with love. Jean and Neil from Blythe Bridge, loving the show. Loving you guys. I'm going to give you another Noah.
Yeah!
And a hong. Good morning, Chris. Paul Chadwick here. Good morning, Paul. Travelling from Rochdale to Liverpool to do another day as site manager on the John Turner building site in Crosby. Okay. Stick another one in. Good morning, Chris. Happy midweek. Can we have a honk for our amazing mum, Dee Ashby? Yes, absolutely. All mums are heroes on this show. For all the many years she's taken care of us, we love her loads and hope she has an amazing day off, says Lizzie Aggs Kids. And is it her birthday or something special? Text us back. If it is something special, if not, we'll leave it at that. And she has all our love.
My name's Norman Cook, but you can call me Fatboy Slim.
Ahead of National Album Day, Norman Cook tells the story of You've Come a Long Way, Baby.
This is the story of that album and the samples that we used to make it, as told by me. The songwriting process started at a thrift store, buying interesting old albums and then just taking little bits of them. And I would just have rows and rows of floppy disks with them all in BPM order. And then you just play a game of putting them all together.
Right about now.
Norman Cook, You've Come a Long Way, Baby.
Everything about that album was trying to break rules but have a hit by doing the wrong thing.
Tonight at 9.
On Radio 2.
That family's taking over. You'll see what I mean later. That's what I call a fanfare. Today's Big Screen Melter is chosen by Emma Bithell from Wigan in Greater Manchester. She says, this song underscores an iconic opening scene. The music starts and a shining Lamborghini glides through the air from... Is it this one? It is. No, it's not. It's the other one. From the right, as it starts to descend via the crane, we see the reflection of Tom Cruise in the window. It's all very cool. And Emma's Big Screen Belter is from the film Rain Man. It's the Bell Stars with Aiko Aiko.
My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma said to your grandma, I'm gonna set your flag on fire. Talking about hey now, Aiko Aiko ane, chicken mofino anane, chicken mofino ane. Look at my king all dressed in red. Aiko Aiko ane, bet you $5 he'll kill you dead. Talking about henna, Aiko Aiko ane, chicken mofino anane, chicken mofino ane. My flag boy and your flag boy sitting by the fire. My flag boy said to your flag boy, I'm gonna set your flag on fire. Talking about henna, Aiko Aiko ane, chicken mofino anane, chicken mofino ane, chicken mofino ane. See that guy all dressed in green? Aiko Aiko ane. He's not a man, he's a loving machine. Chicken mofino ane. Talking about henna, Aiko Aiko ane. Chicken mofino anane, chicken mofino ane. Talking about henna, Aiko Aiko ane. Chicken mofino anane, chicken mofino ane, chicken mofino ane. Chicken mofino ane, chicken mofino ane, chicken mofino ane.
Aiko actually means. In Japanese, it's orphan or unhappiness or unfairness. So then I think, well, that doesn't sound right because it sounds like quite an upbeat song. It's taken out of context. It must be the Japanese definition. So then I look up the lyrics for Aiko, but I get the lyrics for Ilo. What the heck is Ilo? What's going on here? Rachel, rescue me, please.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either. 13 minutes to 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, 8:15. Big news about the show. Who's taking over? Take a wild guess. What do you think? Who do you think? She will be in at 8:15. There you go. She will be in at 8:15 this morning. And you know something's on the cards when you see the barriers outside. Because they put barriers outside when they think things are going to happen that cause a bit of a hubbub, a bit of a brouhaha,
a bit of a crowd,
a kerfuffle. And so you come around the corner today and you think, and they're stacked up at the moment. But if people start arriving, they'll unstack them and they'll start laying them out. It's that kind of morning.
I'll go out and do it.
Okay, you can go out and do it. Well, maybe. There's a padlock.
Oh, I don't have the key.
So somebody has the key there to the padlock. What else is going on? Well, we have stories from the papers. Meghan and Harry are going to where? Where are they going today? They're going to Sussex because they are the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and they haven't been there yet.
Oh.
So the people of Sussex were getting quite worried, thinking maybe they've got it wrong on the marriage certificate. Maybe it's not us. Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe they're the Duke and Duchess of Surrey because they've been there a lot, but they've not been to Sussex. But they go there today, and my goodness me, what a way to start. They're going to go to Chichester, which is A, beautiful, B, beautiful, C, beautiful, D, beautiful, all the way to Z, beautiful, then Bognor, then Peacehaven, and finally Brighton. And Brighton is cool because Brighton has Right On in it.
That is the Sussex tour, the ultimate Sussex tour.
It's all about Brighton today. 12 to 7. What's going on the roads?
On the M6, one lane is shut in both directions for roadworks between junctions 34 and 35 for Carnforth. Sticking with the M6 northbound, traffic is slow after an accident, which is now in the hard shoulder. It happened between junction 13 Stafford South and junction 14 at Stafford North. M25 anti-clockwise, one lane blocked and heavy traffic due to a breakdown just before junction 24 Potters Bar. In Barking in London, the A124 Longbridge Road westbound, one lane is closed for emergency repairs at Cecil Avenue. Now, the Rotherhithe Tunnel in London, it's closed in both directions to heavy goods vehicles. Maintenance works in the tunnel mean that only cars and taxis are being permitted through. In Norfolk, on the A1066 at Shadwell, the road is shut in both directions for accident investigation work from West Harling Road to the A1088 Thetford. It's expected to remain closed throughout morning rush hour, affecting traffic between Thetford and Diss. On the M3 northbound, junction 12 Eastleigh to junction 11 Winchester South, one lane is closed and traffic is queuing for 2 miles after an accident. I'm 03700 100 200.
All right, so what about Peacehaven? You got peace, you got haven. Haven means peace. Peace means haven. Sanctuary.
It's a bit unnecessary, isn't it?
Tranquil.
Just said it twice.
You just don't want to live in Peacehaven. Does Peacehaven ever have a bad day? Let's hope not. Now, where does the word Bognor come from? What does that mean?
Every inch of skin's got a scar. I guess you got everything now. Every inch of space in your head is filled up with the things that you read. I guess you got everything now. And every film that you've ever seen fills the spaces up in your dreams. That reminds me, every inch of road's got a sign, and every boy uses the same line. I pledge allegiance to everything now. And every song that I've ever heard is playing at the same time. It's absurd, and it reminds me of everything now. Turn the speakers up till they break, 'cause every time you smile it's a fake. Stop pretending you got everything now. I need it, I want it, I can't live
day for it. The old Duke and Duchess, or the young Duke and Duchess rather, of Sussex, down on the south coast. Beautiful. What a trip that is. Chichester, Peacehaven, Bognor Regis, Brighton. Trying to find the etymology of Bognor. Nearby words of Bognor Regis. You got Boggle, Bogeyman, Bogman, Bogmen, Boggo, Bogowak, Bogoff. Regis means royal, of course, doesn't it? It was roiled up. Right, roiled up. I get that bit. But I think maybe Bognor comes from Buk Gan Ora, which is a Saxon female name. Which means shore or landing place. Buk Gan Ora became Bognor somehow. How did it become Bognor? I mean, all the letters are in there, but all the letters are in the alphabet, aren't they? If you look at it like that, I suppose. How are you, Vassos?
Very well. Buk Gan Ora, Bognor, Bognor. You can see.
You can see. Because you're Greek.
Ah, yes.
And you think beyond the mind. You know, you use the other thing to think with that I can't get to.
Well,
nor can Jose Mourinho, by the way.
My daughter was talking about something she was studying in biology yesterday. It's this fish.
Yes.
She goes, it's got a very small heart and it's transparent and it doesn't have a brain. And then she paused and went, little bit like you, Dad. I thought that was
Who
quite...
said that?
Our Emily.
Little Emily?
Yeah, well, quite large Emily.
Oh, no, sorry, I got them the wrong way around for a minute. So that's quite profound for a 3-year-old. Well, it wasn't.
No.
Sorry, that's Mary's. Oh, right. So, what's going on with the football in the Champions League? Last night we had one of those double. It wasn't a double
headers.
No, they call it double headers.
Yeah, I'm going to call them a double header because you get one kicking off at 6 o'clock and one kicking off at 8 o'clock, so you can watch both.
See, I would say a double header is simultaneous.
No, I suppose.
Yeah. What would you call it?
Double bubble.
Double bills. Anyway, the point is, one match started at 6 and the other started at 8, so you can watch all of them now.
Yeah, let's start with the one that started at 6, shall we? Because that was Manchester City.
Okay.
They needed to beat Hoffenheim, really, because they lost at home to Lyon in their first game. And they did eventually, thanks to Silva in the very last sort of 3 or 4 minutes, scoring a winner. They did beat Hoffenheim. So that went great for Manchester City. Manchester United kicked off at 8, or they were meant to kick off at 8. But they actually had to kick off at 8:05 because even though they were staying or coming from a hotel 3 miles away from the ground, they managed to be late. Manchester United were late for their own home game.
It's not going well.
It really isn't going well.
Oh, dear.
It took them, it's 3 miles away.
Come on, get on the coach, Mr. Pogba.
Come on. We're really going to be late
Give
now.
him his dummy, get him on the coach.
So they
Whatever it takes. Sorry, no, that's Jose.
They had to put the kickoff back 5 minutes. And Manchester United were booed off the pitch. Manchester United 0, Valencia 0, which makes it 1, 2, 3, and then the derby game 4 matches now without a win for Manchester United. And look at these back pages. Paul Scholes was doing the TV punditry. Scholes' damning verdict on Jose back of the mirror. No more. His mouth is out of control. He's embarrassing the club. I'm surprised he's survived. How much more? Back page of The Sun this morning. It's more misery, says the Express. Jose's mauling. Scholes says sack him. He's embarrassing. And that's the back of the Mail. Silva shines at Hoffenheim. The Guardian going with the Manchester club that won. And tonight in the Champions League, 2 matches. We have Tottenham against Barcelona and Napoli against Liverpool. Did you hear about John McEnroe was told that Napoli were...
Is this a joke?
Yes.
I couldn't tell. Go on.
Okay, bear with me. John McEnroe's told that Napoli are second in Italy, and he thought they were Spanish.
You can't interrupt Chrissy Hine.
Get me wrong if I'm looking kind of dazzled. I see neon lights whenever you walk by. Don't get me wrong. You say hello and I take the ride upon a sea where the mist is.
me of Christmas, but I don't know why. Golden Graham, can you tell me? The Pretenders, don't get me wrong. Because it was number one. Sorry, number what when? Any ideas?
If I fall in the mode of fashion,
It was number...
it might be unbelievable, but let's not say so long.
10.
It might just be fantastic.
October 86.
Don't get me.
Which is when Christmas kicks in for me. Not in 86 necessarily, but in October. We were talking about it last night at home. Very excited. Now, obviously, it's time for the news now, but Vassos is hanging around.
Yes.
The team want to hear his joke. He said, it's only a joke. I'm only going to tell it on the radio. I'm not going to tell it in the control room. You want to hear it? Chris has got to let me back on, and I'm going to tell it on the radio. So you can tell it now before the news if you like.
Yes.
You are chomping at the bit, aren't you, with this
I
one?
quite like this one.
But I have got a fact about Peacehaven as well.
Okay.
So I'll read out the fact about Peacehaven. Then if you'd like to, if you feel like you still want to follow the fact about Peacehaven with your joke.
Which I will.
Really?
Yeah,
You sure?
which I will, yeah.
I'm giving you the chance to get out of that response.
I'm pretty much sure I will, but carry on with Peacehaven.
Because you can still tell the joke at 7:10 if you want to. All right. But here we go. Anyway, thanks very much from Steve, once of Sussex, but now in Northumberland. Because Peacehaven is a place that was specifically built for the soldiers returning from the First World War. That's why the name was chosen.
I'll take the 7:10 option.
Okay, I thought you might. Good knowledge, by the way, Steve. This is BBC Radio 2, online on digital radio. Very wise, especially for a Greek. And on 88 and 91 FM, it's 1 minute past 7. Here's Moira.
BBC News on Wednesday, the 3rd of October. Good morning. Theresa May will tell the Conservative Party conference that fuel duty will remain frozen for the 9th year in a row. Iran says it's willing to meet US officials to discuss their objections to the international deal to curb its nuclear program. And BBC research suggests in some parts of the country, single people are paying nearly 2/3 of their earnings to rent a one-bedroom home. Theresa May will announce today that fuel duty is to remain frozen for the 9th year in a row. The move means that motorists will continue to avoid a planned 2 pence per litre rise in the price of petrol and diesel. In a speech at the end of the Conservatives' conference in Birmingham, the Prime Minister is to call for unity, despite deep divisions over her Brexit plan. The Energy Minister, Claire Perry, explained what she expected to hear from Mrs May.
She's going to tell us that she is completely committed to getting the best deal for the country in the Brexit negotiations, and she will work night and day to deliver it. And she is not a person who does that because of ego, she does it because of principle. And I think principled politicians are actually what the country rather admires.
Iran has said it's willing to hold talks with the United States, but has yet to be convinced that President Trump would be reliable in negotiations. The US has withdrawn from the international nuclear deal with Iran and has imposed new sanctions, which come into effect next month. In a BBC interview with Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif, he said any meeting with Mr. Trump would have to be more than a photo opportunity and a 2-page document.
Nothing is impossible. The door is open, provided that that is a reliable meeting. We need to make sure that once we have an agreement, it is implemented.
Research by the BBC shows that many people in their 20s who want to rent on their own are having to pay what campaign groups say are unaffordable amounts of money in 2/3 of the UK's postcode areas. The most expensive areas include Cambridge, where renting a one-bedroom flat eats up to 62% of the average income for the age group in the city. In the cheapest area, Argyll and Bute, the equivalent figure is 15%. Here's our personal finance reporter, Kevin Peachy.
Housing organisations say that spending more than 30% of a salary on rent is unaffordable, as it puts finances under significant pressure. Using this measure, our analysis shows one-bedroom homes in 2/3 of British postcode areas are too expensive for people in their 20s. The BBC's data unit compared typical local salaries with average local rent. The biggest financial hit is for young tenants in London, southern and eastern England. In the northeast of England, rent is much more affordable. The National Landlords Association says rent needs to cover the mortgage, insurance and maintenance costs of its members' properties.
The authorities in Indonesia say bulk supplies of urgently needed food and water have begun to reach people on the island of Sulawesi. At least 1,300 people are known to have died in last Friday's earthquake and tsunami. 7 cargo planes landed at Palu Airport this morning, carrying tons of humanitarian aid. The city is one of the worst affected areas by the disaster. President Trump has mocked a woman who claims she was sexually assaulted by his Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh when they were both teenagers in the 1980s. Mr. Trump had previously described Christine Blasey Ford as a very credible witness, but at a rally in Mississippi last night, he listed what he described as holes in her testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee last week.
36 years ago, this happened. I had one beer, right? I had one beer. Oh, good. How did you get home? I don't remember. How'd you get there? I don't remember. Where is the place? I don't remember. How many years ago was it? I don't know. I don't know. And a man's life is in tatters. A man's life is shattered.
Tax officials in the United States, in New York, say they are vigorously investigating allegations that Mr. Trump helped his family avoid millions of dollars in tax in the 1990s. A report by the New York Times accuses him of participating in dubious tax schemes and downright fraud to hide much of the fortune given to him and his siblings by their parents. A lawyer for Mr. Trump denied any wrongdoing by the president, and the White House said the article was misleading. Legal history will be made at the Supreme Court when, for the first time, the majority of judges hearing a case will be women. A panel of 5 judges, 3 of them women, will consider the treatment of a boy with Asperger's. Today's weather forecast, cloudy with rain across the northwest, with brighter spells elsewhere. Top temperatures, 19 Celsius in London, 16 in Cardiff, 14 in Edinburgh and 15 in Belfast. BBC News at 6 minutes past 7.
Thank you, Maura. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your radio talking, and we want to wish you all a very happy Wednesday morning. This is a quick week, isn't it? Wednesday already?
This is your wake-up call.
Flying by.
And Rachel.
My grandma and your grandma were sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma, I'm going to set your flag on fire. It starts off quite confrontationally, doesn't it, setting flags on? See, I've never noticed, really. Right, good morning. It's Wednesday the 3rd of October, or Stoptober. Good luck if you started stopping at midnight on Sunday. We together, I'm a Stoptoberer, are now 2 days, 7 hours and 7 minutes and 36 seconds into whatever we're stopping together. Representing Whitstable, Rachel Massingham is Boston-bound for her double marathon challenge with Berlin under the belt. She's boarding the plane. Today, as we speak, representing Market Raising, Colin Barber is doing some serious beekeeping, no G. It's stock taking day, no G. In the warehouse, counting up the honey hives and colony castles before the company's seasonal sale. And representing Barnard Castle, John Dowson is tinkering with his Mark 1 Triumph for the Round Britain reliability run with pals Mike and Kevin, covering 2,000 miles, or at least hoping to. Thank you. Mark 1 Triumph what? Just out of interest. Motorcycle or Spitfire? Huh?
Everything's going my way.
Did George Orwell have a take on 4 wheels bad, 2 wheels good, or was that just the pigs? I don't blinking know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to introduce to you Wednesday.
Today's show is dedicated to anyone preparing to step up to the plate. And today's show is entitled, You Do Not Become Good by Trying to Be Good, but by allowing the goodness already inside all of us to shine through.
Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls,
walk in. Showed up, I'm wearing Cuban links, designer mix, Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly old friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I pimp, get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, so bad. Now, watch me break it down like, 24 karat. What's that sound? Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Yes. That's a yes song, isn't it? Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Magic. 12 past 7. Okay. Now, I think I should be let off for the Pretenders reference to being a Christmas top 10 hit. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't. It was a top 10 hit just about in at number 10. Octoberish, which I think, in our house, it is Christmas. We've had our tree up for weeks. I haven't mentioned it before. But you're saying now because you're gorgeous, Hayley and Weston-super-Mare. Chris, perhaps it's because it's featured in many, like countless, like an unbelievable amount of Christmas films. Peter's Friends, for example, which was a Chrissy film. One of my favourites, starring Hugh Laurie, Stephen Fry, Emma Thompson, Kenneth Branagh, all set in the 80s, and must-watches, Hayley, as I say, in Weston-super-Mare. Also featured in Bridget Jones' Diary, we're hearing too. See? Golden Crane. All right, so talking of the movies, Hollywood royalty Jamie Lee Curtis is crossing the Atlantic ahead of starring in the horror-tastic Halloween, which we're going to go and see today ahead of her visit to the show on Friday morning, along with Jeff Goldblum. He'll also be here swinging by with his debut jazz album called The Capitol Studio Sessions. We've played tracks from it already. It's rather wonderful, as is he. Plus, amazing actress Jenna Coleman will tell us about her new big BBC One Sunday night drama, The Cry. It's already begun. If you missed episode 1, because you were still reeling from Bodyguard and you needed a week off from your BBC One Sunday night big dramas, The Cry can be caught up on the iPlayer. Episode 1, episode 2 as this Sunday. And if I actually tweet you my secret link, you can all watch the rest of the series, but I'm not allowed to do that. And Tom O'Dell will take to the piano live in the studio with songs from his new album, Jubilee Road. That's all going on this Friday on this show. 8:15 this morning. Not only will we be revealing, but she will be here, the brand new host of the Radio 2 Breakfast Show as of 2019. Very excited about that. Don't think you're going to be disappointed. And once again, Chris, Peacehaven was originally built for World War I veterans to help them recover from the effects of the war. That's why it's called Peacehaven. When it was first built, most of the properties were bungalows, says Liz in Eastbourne. She should know. She's almost down that neck of the, round there. All right, okay, so Vassos began a joke at 5 to 7, and he was going to interrupt the aforementioned Chrissy Hynde singing Don't Get Me Wrong. So we stopped him. Well, actually, technology stopped him. You You were shutted up by.
I was shutted up.
You were shutted up by faders going down.
You could tell that I was preparing for a joke. I hadn't got as far as the J of John, and you went, "Is this a joke?" So
you just changed your whole tone. You became more. You lost your natural flow.
Okay.
Right, go on then. Off you go. You can.
So we were talking about tonight's Champions League game.
Hang on a second. Let's just reboot the whole ambience of the show to get people in the mood for this joke.
Thank you for making this so easy. Okay, so we were talking about Liverpool, who are playing Napoli in the Champions League tonight, and I mentioned that John McEnroe was so surprised that Napoli were doing so well in Italy's top division. He said, "You cannot be Serie A." Oh, come on, Serie A, Italy's top division. You cannot be
I did
Serie
say
A.
that would be the punchline.
No one wants to stay at home. Nobody wants to be.
Other people I want to say, he said, they thought it was going to be, you cannot be Cypriots. But I don't know where that was coming
I
from.
don't wanna stop. I'm gonna give it all I've got. And when they ask me who could ask for more, can't stand still. Won't slow down. When I go out, I wanna go out dancing. When I go out, I wanna go out dancing. I wanna go out dancing. I wanna go out. I wanna go out dancing. This is where I wanna be with you. Your arms wrapped around me and fireworks reflecting in your eyes. This is how I wanna feel. The wine, the kiss, the music, feeling, getting down, riding all the highs. Can't stand still. Won't slow down. When I go out, I wanna go out dancing. When I go out, I wanna go out dancing. I wanna go out dancing. I wanna go out. I wanna go out dancing. Everybody's got a story. Let it be a blaze of glory, burning bright, never fade away. When the final curtain falls, we can say we did it all. A never ending of a perfect day. Can't stand still. I won't slow down. When I go out, I wanna go out dancing. When I go out, I wanna go out dancing. I wanna go out dancing. I wanna go out. I wanna go out. I wanna go out. I wanna go out.
Right. Kylie Minogue and Dancing, 18 minutes past 7 on Radio 2. So we're just extolling the virtues of various dramas here. So you got Killing Eve, which is on the iPlayer, which we started watching because many of you started to rave about it a couple of days after Bodyguard finished. So I think we're on episode 4 or 5 of that. Mary Merrili's on the last episode, the final episode, episode 7. 7? Yeah? One more to go there. And then people are talking about The Cry, which Jenna Coleman's in, who's on the show on Friday. Now, I haven't watched the first episode of this, but Mary Merrily, she should be our drama correspondent. And not that we need one, but, well, she sort of is anyway, to be honest. And between her and the Frothy Coffee Man, they've pretty much got it all covered. And she says that's very good too, which is very good news. Because Jenna's on the show on Friday, along with, have I mentioned, only Jamie Lee Curtis, Jeff Goldblum, and live music from Tom Adele. Right, we got weather now, almost live from Carol. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, Chris.
All right, where are you today,
Well,
Carol?
I'm in Brighton this morning, right next to the Royal Pavilion, because today the Duke and Duchess of Sussex visit Sussex for the first time since the Queen granted them their titles on their wedding day. Now, it's a chilly start to the day here, but it won't be for long. It is going to be quite a mild and humid day across the board. Having said that, if you're in the east of the country this morning, it will also feel chilly for you first thing. Today, essentially, is going to be a fairly cloudy day for most of us. We've got some fog first thing across Cornwall and also the Isles of Scilly. That will slowly lift. And we've also currently got some rain across Scotland and also northern England. Now, what you'll find with that rain is it's very slowly going to push northeastwards, getting into the northeast of Scotland and clearing the northeast of England again through the course of the afternoon. So behind that, we're looking at a mixture of cloudy spells, one or two brighter spells, feeling humid, and in any sunshine we could get up to about 19 or 20 Celsius today. Yesterday we got up to 21 in Swanage in London, so we're not going to be too far off that at all. It's not going to be as windy either across the far north of the country as it was yesterday. It will just be breezy. Then for tomorrow, we've got more rain coming in across northwest Scotland in the morning. That will be heavy and it will push across the rest of Scotland, Northern Ireland, into northwest England and northwest Wales through the course of the day. Behind it, it will brighten up a touch. Ahead of it, the cloud will break. There will be some fog around. It will be slow to clear and temperatures won't be quite as high, Chris.
Thank you very much indeed, Carol. 7:21 live, almost, from the south coast of Great Britain.
Go! Music, please.
This is Radio 2's Sounds of the 80s.
With Gary Davis.
The finest mix of classics and gems.
Sounds of the 80s with Gary Davis.
Listen this Friday night from 10.
Right, 7:22. Today's the list day of the 3rd of October. Comes as courtesy of a broadcaster, bassist and frontman who's heading out on tour again to celebrate the 40th anniversary of his Power of Darkness album. It's the talented, uber talented Tom Robinson. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Chris.
And it's very much over to you.
On this day in 1916, the British vet and author of All Creatures Great and Small, James Alfred White, was born. In 1918, King Boris III ascended the throne of Bulgaria. In 1955, the Mickey Mouse Club made its debut on American TV. In 1992, Governor Bill Clinton launched his presidential bid ahead of the US elections. And finally, in 1949, US singer, songwriter and musician Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac fame was born. 2 years after he joined the band, they had a US #1 with the single Dreams in 1977 from their global #1 album, Rumours.
Right, so we could play Fleetwood Mac, Dreams, or we could play Tom Robinson, because he's off on his tour. Oh, hang on a minute, this is radical. This is radical. We could play both. Shall we do that? All right, here we go.
Drive my truck midway to the motorway station. Fairlane was going up on the left-hand side. Headlight shining, driving rain on the window frame. Little young lady started stitching her ride. And it's a 2, 4,
out of this, though? How do we get out of this now? Seamlessly to segue into Fleetwood Mac. If only we had Mick Fleetwood on hand. Oh, we do.
Good morning, Britain, and welcome to another day here on planet Earth. Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Can I take these with me? No. Oh.
Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say when they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. Now here I go again. I see the crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams and have you any dreams you like yourself. Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you back. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost, what you had, oh, what you lost.
Fleetwood Mac Dreams. 7:28 before that. You had Tom Robinson, 2468 Motorway. Tom heading out on his 40th anniversary tour. Never a Bad Night. In the company of Tom Robinson. Rachel's here with the travel.
Hello.
Hello, Rachel. So, all you Stoptobers, hello, good morning. What are we now? 24, 48, 7:55. 55 hours and 28 minutes and 29 seconds into whatever we're stopping. Richard from Carlisle says, my Stoptober is to give up meat. It's a lot harder than you might think, but I'm giving it a go. Oh, shut up, Richard. Seriously, here's how you give up meat. You eat anything else in the world other than meat. It's not that. That's not hard. There's a veritable abundance of other things in the world. Here's some suggestions. Peas, beans, baked potatoes, instant mash, all sorts of pastas. So you got like, you can have pappardelle pesto, you can have ravioli a funghi, a ricotta, you could have fusilli Napoli, you could have salt and vinegar crisps, you could have some cake, you could have some cod, you could have some haddock, you could have some plaice, some red mullet, some trout, you could have some salmon pie, you could have some quiche with spinach and egg and cheese and red peppers in it. What's difficult about giving up meat? Seriously. Unless you're an absolute meat... Unless you're a cow and you made... Oh, no, actually, we're made of meat, aren't we, as well? Yeah. No, good luck, by the way, but don't text to say, no, it's really difficult to give up. It's not difficult to give up meat. Of course it isn't. It's difficult to give up booze. Because there's no alternative. Not that I'm getting antsy or anything. I'm fine with it. Let's never give up the travel. Rachel, over to you.
M6 southbound, we have severe delays and one lane closed by an overturned car at junction 22, the Winnick Link Road. Congestion is back to junction 26 with travel time of more than an hour. M5 southbound, junction 2 Albury to junction 3, one lane is closed. Traffic is very slow after an accident. M11 southbound, we've had an accident between junction 7 for Harlow to junction 6. All lanes reopened, but traffic is queuing. In Norfolk, the A1066 at Shadwell is shut in both directions for accident investigation work. It's from West Harling Road to the A1088 Thetford. It's expected to stay closed throughout the rush hour. It's affecting traffic between Thetford and Diss. And on the M3 northbound, junction 12 for Eastleigh to junction 11 for Winchester South, all lanes have reopened, but we have 5-mile queues after an accident. Congestion back to junction 14 for the M27 interchange and back onto the M27. The travel line number is 03700 100 200.
I mean, I suppose I know what he means, because it's like when somebody says to you, OK, we're going to do this experiment now, so you get 1,000 people in an assembly hall and they're there for one reason. You say, just out of interest, let's do a little experiment now to see how much we can control our thoughts before we get on to the main event, the main sort of thing on the agenda today. And so for the next 10 seconds, I want all 1,000 of you to not think about monkeys.
Instant.
Then there's a million monkeys being thought about straight away. So I think he's thinking monkeys, meat.
He's thinking bacon.
So yes, exactly. So what he needs to do is refocus. So for the 31 days of October or Stoptober, how about just trying to eat a different cheese every day and then writing your cheese diary, which will refocus you away from the meat. That's an idea. Or are there 31 different flavours of savoury snacks you can have that may not necessarily be good for you, but will keep you away from the meat counter? Things like that.
I like it.
In fact, I might join him. OK. Right, Jake Fawcett's here now. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Jake.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you today?
I'm really good, thank you.
Excellent. From Welling, Hertfordshire, and Jake is 10. And what did you do for the first time ever yesterday? Please remind us.
I read a prayer on my school harvest festival in church in front of 300 people.
How did it go?
It went really well.
All right,
the head of prep said I spoke loud and clearly.
Loud and clear. That's the thing, you've got to enunciate, haven't you? Because it's different when you're in front of people and you've got to project, and there's that weird echo and ambience in the hall. So anybody special come along to see you do this? To hear you do
my granny came.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And it says here, there was sinning. Should that be singing?
Oh, yeah, that was him.
There, yeah. Let's hope there wasn't. That's serious singing, no G. But the G's in the middle, isn't it? OK, all right. The victor. Is that vicar?
Vicar, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got here, there was sinning, the victor did a prayer. Everything all right behind the glass this morning?
The vicar did a prayer, then we sang some hymns, and then I read my prayer.
Good luck, everyone. All right, well done to you for holding it all together whilst it's all falling apart. Listen, you're brilliant, we're rubbish. Mark yourself out of 10.
10, because in theory you can't get higher than 10.
Got it. Cheers, Jake. Are you still there?
Yeah, congratulations on your twin.
Thank you very much. I fancy a bit of your prayer, to be honest. Can we do it later? In the next 10 minutes, maybe? Or are you busy? You've got to go?
I've probably got to go.
Well, why don't you check? If you can hang around for 5 minutes, let me know. Don't go off the phone. Just ask somebody in the background. All right?
Yes.
You can. OK, brilliant. Let's go to William Ruff, first of all. William Ruff is in Eshin, and Will is 6. Good morning, Will.
Good morning.
Good morning. What are you doing for the first time ever today?
I'm going on a school trip to a Victorian school.
I love the school trips. Excellent. Come back tomorrow and tell us how that was. And we will hear Jake's prayer, because I think we need it this morning. Amen. To the news headlines with Moira.
BBC News, Theresa May is to announce that fuel duty will remain frozen for the 9th year in a row and claim the government is on the side of hard-working families. Closing the Conservative Party conference, the Prime Minister will call for unity despite deep divisions over Brexit. The New York State Tax Department is looking into claims that Donald Trump helped his parents dodge millions of dollars in taxes in the 1990s. The White House says the New York Times investigation is misleading. Tesco has reported a near 48% jump in first-half operating profits to £685 million. The figures were boosted by the purchase of the wholesaler Booker. A BBC study suggests 20-somethings who want to rent a place of their own face having to pay what housing campaigners call an unaffordable amount. Researchers found average rents for a one-bedroom flat eat up more than 30% of salaries in 2/3 of British postcode areas. Today's weather forecast, cloud and rain across the northwest, largely dry elsewhere. There's the BBC headlines. Our next news at 8 o'clock.
Hallelujah, Moira!
How you do?
Praise be to the Lord!
Uh-huh.
How are you today?
How's it? You're sounding very, very high on life.
Good. That's what it is. It's the dopamine, it's the endorphins, it's the twins. It's all good news. And today, at 8:15, we have coming into the studio the brand new host of the show from next year, and we couldn't be happier to greet her and to meet her. And we all know. Do you know who it is?
Yes.
Okay. Did you put your bet on before you
got
it? No. All right, today's Golden Oldie, please.
It's chosen by Elizabeth Norton from Watford in Hertfordshire. She says, this track reminds me of when I used to sneak into my older brother's bedroom to use his record player. I'd close the door, open the window, and blast out this song as loud as I could. I had a decent voice back then and would always sing along. The track that takes Elizabeth back is The Cascades with Rhythm of the Rain.
Thank you very much. 7:36. Choose your Golden Oldie, bbc.co.uk/radio2. Our pages, Moira's Golden Oldie.
Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. The only girl I care about has gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. Rain, please tell me now, does that seem fair? For her to steal my heart away when she don't care. I can't love another when my heart's somewhere far away. The only girl I care about has gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. Rain, won't you tell her that I love her so? Please ask the sun to set her heart aglow. Rain in her heart and let the love we knew start to grow.
The Cascades, Rhythm of the Rain. What a tune this is.
Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what
So now we're getting loads and loads of texts on tips on how to give up meat.
that it could go and let me,
More or less, they all say stay away from bacon.
and let me be alone.
If anybody's cooking bacon, there's got to be an exclusion zone for you in order for you to continue stopping meat for Stoptober. Good morning, all butchers, by the way. Loving your work. At least 3, 4, 5 miles, I would say. I went veggie for, I think it was nearly a year, maybe a couple of years. A few years ago. Didn't mind it, but it was bacon that got me in the end. Absolutely. Bacon that got me back in the end, but got me back to the meat table, as it were. And so the thing about, because Fridays we go out for a family curry, usually go out for a family curry, and we love it. An early curry with the kids, 5:30, back for sort of 7 o'clock, 7:15. So the restaurant can turn the tables. We all get back and nobody's too tired for football on Saturday mornings. Oh, that's how it all works out. So, and you know, I do love a big, freezing cold Indian beer. You know, with the poppadoms whilst you're perusing the menu. And this Friday, that's not going to happen. And I must admit, I'm already thinking about that. But of course, they do the brilliant alcohol-free beers now, which we talked about a couple of years ago on the show. And as long as they're freezing cold, because you can tell there's something missing in the middle of them. They're sort of nebulous. There's the sort of kernel, the sort of heart, the beating sun of what a beer should be isn't quite there. It's a bit sort of, I don't know, it's a bit sort of beige as far as a beer is concerned. But the colder it is, and if you squeeze some fresh lime into it and or put a lemonade top on it, it sort of disguises the flavour. So I'm going to be going for that, but I already know it's not going to be the same. Right, we have Jake's prayer from Jake after Rita Ora and Let You Love Me.
Instead of going down to find trouble, that's just trouble. Yeah. I think I run away sometimes whenever I get too vulnerable. That's not your fault. See, I wanna stay the whole night. I wanna lay with you till the sun's up. I wanna let you inside. Oh, heaven knows I've tried. I wish that I could let you love. Wish that I could let you love me. Wish that I could let you love. Wish that I could let you love me. Say, what's the matter? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me? Oh, I wish that I could let you love. Wish that I could let you love me now. I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish I. And every time it gets too real, and every time I feel like sabotaging, I start running. And every time I push away, I really wanna say that I'm sorry, but I say nothing. I wanna stay the whole night. I wanna lay with you till the sun's up. I wanna let you inside. Oh, heaven knows I've tried. I wish that I could let you love. Wish that I could let you love me. Wish that I could let you love. Wish that I could let you love me. Say, what's the matter? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me? Oh, I wish that I could let you love. Wish that I could let you love me now. I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish I. I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish I wanna stay with you till the morning. I wanna lay with you through the sunrise. I wanna show you that you're my only. I wanna live with you till the sun's up. I wanna stay with you till the
Rita Ora, Let You Love Me on BBC Radio 2. Great job, Wednesday. Who is taking over this show in 2019? Who has been given already and accepted, offered and accepted? Hey, great job. Is this the ultimate Great Job Wednesday? Could well be. What's the sign language going on today between myself and the team? Should we do jazz hands instead of clapping? That's all the talk now, isn't it? Today in the papers. Is that Manchester? Manchester Uni? Is it UMIS, the University of Manchester? That's where Einstein taught. Einstein was a teacher or a lecturer or a professor or a don or whatever he was at the University of Manchester. I know because my mate's lecturer had his exercise books were marked by Einstein. There you go. Are you still there, Jake?
Yeah.
Jake, may we please have, live from Welling in Hertfordshire, thank you for hanging on at the age of 10, on your busy, busy Wednesday morning, can we have your Harvest Festival prayer, please, in your own good time? Off you go.
Yes. Dear God, help us live in a partnership of love and support with those who produce our food and drink. Amen.
Beautiful, thank you.
Saturday nights on Radio 2 are all about the party.
And last weekend, we took to the road as the All-Star Party returned.
Make some noise, Bridlington! You came out to have an all-star party, right?
We were live in Bridlington with a spectacular lineup.
Featuring Clean Bandit,
Incognito,
Lamar,
Kid Creole and his Coconuts,
plus the Fantasy Funk Band
with Gabrielle,
Jackie Graham
and John Terrell.
Radio 2's All-Star Party.
When we throw a party, we throw a party.
Thank you so much.
Available to hear now by downloading the BBC iPlayer radio app.
17 minutes to 8. So the papers feature things such as Paris Fashion Special on the front page of the Times. And Theresa May insisting best days are still to come for Britain ahead of her PM's speech to close the Tory conference in Birmingham today. She's got to go for it because Boris went for it yesterday at a fringe meeting. Pretty blimmin' big fringe meeting, by the way. Most rock bands haven't played venues so huge. The Daily Telegraph cabinet demands May set as a date to quit. Pressure now on the PM's. Senior Tories insist it is now a matter of when, she goes, not if. Telegraph pretty much covers everything going on today that people are talking about. Top 10 at least. Ryder Cup injury claim may push golf's boundaries. Golf spectators may have to stand further from the action at major competitions after a woman lost her sight in one eye from a bullet ball. Said she plans to sue the Ryder Cup committee or team or organisation from over the weekend. Didn't know about that. Applause outlawed to soothe student anxiety. That's the Manchester Uni story, which I don't think many people understand that, apart from perhaps those who voted for the jazz hands over actual applause. But you go to things now, there's hardly any applause anyway because everybody's filming everything. So you know, what's the sound of one hand clapping? There isn't one. Didn't Van Morrison sing that? Long time ago. Dragon's Den giving start-ups false hope. United team Buda's winless run continues. What can we smile about? Harry and Meghan making their first official trip to the county that features in their royal titles. Later today, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will visit Chichester, gorgeous. Bognor, lovely. Peacehaven, amazing. Brighton, right on. Prue Leith is talking about finding love in your 70s. She got together with her hubby John when she was 71 after 14 years of being single. She says she's feeling healthy and lucky. Fans of Dad's Army, what's going on with you guys? Dad's Army may be making a TV comeback after 50 years. The movie was a couple of years ago, of course. It is rumoured, says an insider, says a source, Sir David Jason, Hugh Laurie and Danny Dyer are reportedly in talks to play Captain Mannering, Sergeant Arthur Wilson and Private Joe Walker. Interesting. Is that for the BBC? Do we still own that? Or would that be for somebody else, perhaps? Who knows? Somebody else? Who? All right.
I've tried before to tell her of the feelings I have for her in my heart. Every time that I come near her, I just lose my nerve as I've done from the start. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on.
Jazz hands, deaf people's way to applaud, says Sandra in Telford. No, I know Sandra. I absolutely know that. It's in all the papers again today for people who don't know. But as far as I'm aware, the majority of people that go to Manchester Uni are not deaf. But they voted for it. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong. But I think it's the reasons that they've cited or have been cited. Mate, who knows? It could be paper talk. It could be lost in translation, couldn't it? It's because what they're saying is the reason it's caused such a fuss. I mean, some papers have gone a whole page on this, a whole page in national newspapers on this, is because it is being suggested that one of the reasons cited for them replacing applause with jazz hands is because the sound of applause may increase student anxiety. Now, if that is the case, that's a bit far-fetched. Look at you lot. All right, no opinions there. Okay, I get that. Right, what else is going on? So we have here Kate is back. All right, we have the Duchess of Cambridge back on royal duty 5 months after giving birth, and they've done what they always do nowadays, and they've gone through her outfit, and you can buy what she's wearing yesterday. She does look fabulous, doesn't she?
I like her boots.
And she looks set to go for autumn there. Long tassel boots from Penelope Chilvers, £475.
I don't like them that much.
You can buy one. Buy one.
Do a sort of share with somebody, Basil.
And hop around.
Sure.
You got the jacket from Swedish outdoor specialist for £175. You got the jumper, £115. You got the silk blouse underneath the jumper, and she just looks very now, doesn't she? She looks very cool, and she's out and about, back on royal duties. The BBC will axe Flog It after 17 years. Will they really? Okay, all right. Because the host of Flog It, Paul Martin, very popular with his viewers. People love Paul Martin. I hope they've got another job for him because he's great. I love Paul Martin. And Claudia says, Claudia Winkelman, I love 40 Winkles, naps before the school run. These are power naps in the day, which you either acquire or perhaps they acquire you. And yesterday we were reading a brand new book about kids and sleeping and babies and sleeping. And yesterday Miss Ellie, who used to produce the show, she came round and we went for a walk with little Frank. And she was telling me about this programme that she's following, all about leaps to do with babies' brains. And Frank is on the precipice of Leap 7. And Leap 7... because he's of a certain age. He's, 8 months old now, isn't he? Because he's born Jan 25, so it's about 8 months, isn't it? And Leap 7 it involves certain things. It's about the development of the child's brain. Certain things which may actually enlighten him to the fraudulent aspect of peekaboo. Because the reason kids love peekaboo, because if you have it, say for example, you take a cup of tea, all right? So say you take a cup of tea like this and you cover it up with a newspaper or a tea cloth probably at home, and you cover it up and it disappears. They think it's disappeared before Leap 7. And then you take it away and they go, oh, and that's peekaboo. It's like, oh my goodness me, it's disappeared. And it's reappeared. They don't realise that it's under whatever it is you're covering it with. Leap 7 is they suddenly realise that there's something, that it's under there and it's just being covered up. And so peekaboo goes out of the window around Leap 7. But here's the thing. Okay, what the major consequence of this from a parental point of view is the fact that because the peekaboo thing has been working, that they also think when mummy and daddy is out of sight, mummy and daddy have disappeared, so they don't need to worry about mummy and daddy being somewhere else other than with them. This is the point they realise that mummy and daddy is somewhere else and not with them. And that's when separation anxiety kicks in.
Poor little Frankie. He's got a tough few weeks coming up.
We got some cracking croissants, some Earl Grey tea. Thank you, Frankie, for giving us that excuse to have a lovely Tuesday afternoon in the autumn sunshine. Right, what's going on with the sport, Bash?
Champions League will start at Old Trafford. Now, Manchester United managed to be so late for their own home game, they had to delay kickoff, and it didn't get much better after that. United 0, Valencia 0, a fourth winless match in a row now for Jose Mourinho, whose players were booed off the pitch.
And there's the final whistle. Some jeers around Old Trafford. Not too many, because most of the Manchester United supporters have already left the stadium. And it's, frankly, a miserable performance and a miserable result.
There are things that is difficult for me to say. And if I say it's not good for me, and even yourself would be getting another reason to criticize me, I think you have enough.
That's Jose. Much happier this morning is the City manager Pep Guardiola. A 2-1 victory at Hoffenheim thanks to a late winner from David Silva. City top of the Premier League, but, says Pep, still finding their feet in Europe.
We are a step below for the history from Liverpool or Bayern Munich, of course. And I said many times, but it's what I believe. Our best success is one semi-finals, and the second best success is one quarterfinals. It's a step by step, be humble. That's why today is one of the happiest days I live in this club, because it's going to help us for the future.
Speaking of the immediate future, belting matches tonight in the Champions League. Tottenham, Barcelona and Napoli, Liverpool. And hockey tonight, Great Britain in action in London to mark the 30th anniversary of their famous Olympic gold medal, famous win and even more famous commentary.
Bachelor of Southgate and Shawani of Starport makes it 3. And the players are off the bench this time. 2 goals for Imran Shawani. Where were the Germans? But frankly, who cares?
It's lovely, isn't it? Where were the Germans? Frankly, who cares?
Right, so is the Manchester University giving up clapping thing? Is that because of what's happened at Old Trafford?
Maybe.
Because they've given up.
Yeah.
They gave up clapping. When was that? Right, here's Rachel with the travel.
M6 southbound, we have severe delays and one lane closed by an overturned car at junction 22, the Winwick Link Road. Congestion back to junction 26 with travel time of more than an hour. M6 southbound, junction 7, Great Bar to junction 6, Spaghetti Junction. One lane is shut after an accident. On the A14, one lane is closed and traffic is slow due to a broken down lorry at junction 10 for Burton Latimer. Queues are starting to build. Thanks to Scooby for calling that one in. This next one is for heavy goods vehicles. The Rotherhithe Tunnel in London is closed in both directions to HGVs. Maintenance work in the tunnel mean only cars and taxis are being permitted through. The M11 southbound, we've had an accident between junction 7 for Harlow to junction 6. All lanes are reopened but traffic is queuing. A43 southbound, an accident has completely blocked the southbound carriageway at the B4 100, the Bernards Green roundabout. In Norfolk, on the A1066 at Shadwell, the road is shut in both directions for accident investigation work from West Harning Road to the A1088 at Thetford. M3 northbound, junction 12 Eastleigh to junction 11 Winchester South. All lanes have reopened, but we've got 5 mile queues after an accident with congestion back to junction 14. That's the M27 interchange and back onto the M27. And we've had another accident on the opposite stretch. That's the M3 southbound, junctions 11 to 12. 2 lanes are shut. I'm 03700 100 200.
All right, thank you very much indeed. So we've been begging our kids never to grow up because we like them just as they are, and today Eli's agreed not to do that as he's dressed as Peter Pan.
Done.
Why is he dressed as Peter Pan?
Why
not?
Is it a new school initiative? What?
It's Wednesday.
Because it's Wednesday, I suppose so, yeah. Check, it's not World Book Day, is it World Peter Pan Day?
The only one who got your head undone. And for a while I believed the line that you spun. But I've been looking at you, looking closely at the things you do. I didn't see it the way you wanted me to. How's that? You messed about, I caught you out. How's that? Now that I found where you're at, it's goodbye. Well, how's that? It's goodbye. You only came for a smile, even though you're really not my style. I didn't think that you'd run me around like you do. How's that? You messed about, I caught you out. How's that? Now that I found where you're at, it's goodbye. Well, how's that? It's goodbye. Ooh, yeah. While I've been looking at you, I'll tell you what I see. Looking closely at the things you do. I didn't see it the way you wanted me to. How's that?
How's that? You messed about, I caught you out.
How's
8:04 today. We will be welcoming onto the air, live in the studio, the brand new host of this programme as of next year. I don't think you'll be at all disappointed. Chris, the peekaboo phenomenon you referred to is object permanency, the idea that objects exist constantly and not just in sight. The only thing I remember from my A-level in psychology, says Liz in Leicestershire. Well, Liz, well done for remembering that. Sort of all you need, isn't it? Pretty blooming impressive. Sue in Halifax says, Chris, I don't think my hubby is yet to reach Sleep 7 as he can't find anything anywhere, no matter where he last left it. Or them. This is BBC Radio 2. We are online on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. It's 8 o'clock. It's Wednesday morning, the 3rd of October, 2018.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, the 3rd of October. Good morning, this is Moira Stewart. Theresa May will confirm critics of her approach to Brexit, telling the Conservative conference that the UK's best days lie ahead. Iran says the door is open to talks with the United States to try to salvage the international nuclear deal. And Britain's biggest supermarket chain, Tesco, has reported another rise in profits. Theresa May is to announce that fuel duty will remain frozen for the 9th year in a row. The move means that motorists will avoid a planned 2 pence per litre rise in the price of petrol and diesel. The Prime Minister will close the Conservatives' conference in Birmingham with a call for unity, despite deep divisions over Brexit, as our political correspondent Chris Mason reports.
Theresa May will tell activists, I passionately believe that our best days lie ahead of us, adding, don't let anyone tell us we don't have what it takes. We have everything we need to succeed. It's a sprinkle of optimism, a day on from Boris Johnson's latest noisy trashing of her vision for leaving the EU. The decision to freeze fuel duty again, the Prime Minister will claim, proves her party is on the side of hard-working families.
The French European Affairs Minister has said that a no-deal Brexit would be better than reaching a bad deal. In a radio interview in France, Nathalie Loiseau said she still hoped that a deal could be reached, but warned that time was running out. Iran has indicated it's prepared to hold talks with President Trump to prevent the collapse of the international deal on its nuclear weapons. The United States has withdrawn from the agreement, and new sanctions on Iran are due to come into force next month. The Iranian Foreign Minister, Javad Zarif, has told BBC News the door is open to negotiations with the US, but he said Mr. Trump would not get a better deal than the current one. The authorities in Indonesia say bulk supplies of urgently needed food and water have begun to reach people on the island of Sulawesi. At least 1,300 people are known to have died in last Friday's earthquake and tsunami. 7 cargo planes landed at Palu Airport this morning, carrying tons of humanitarian aid. Tesco has announced another rise in half-yearly profits in the UK and Ireland. Its pre-tax profits climbed to £564 million, a rise of 2.2% on the same period last year. Sales at Booker, the food wholesaler that Tesco bought at the end of last year, were up by just over 15%. The retail analyst Teresa Wickham says recent brand changes have made a difference.
What they've looked at is improving the quality of their own brand, because customers aren't stupid, and they saw that the quality was going down in previous years. They focused very much, interestingly, on sort of farm fresh brands. A little bit of protest from British farmers who say, hang on, this isn't a real farm, but it's gone down well with consumers, and you can see it in the results of their sales.
The coroner at the inquest into the Westminster Bridge attack is due to deliver his conclusions today. 5 people were killed in a van and knife attack in March last year. Relatives, survivors and police have been giving evidence at the Old Bailey during the 3-week hearing. BBC research suggests that rents for tenants in their 20s are becoming harder to afford, especially if they want to live alone. In 2/3 of British postcode areas, the median rent for a one-bedroom flat is more than 30% of the average income of that age group. Dan Wilson-Craw from the lobby group Generation Rent wants the government to do more.
There's a couple of things that we'd like Theresa May to say. One is that she will require all landlords to offer tenants better terms on their tenancies, give tenants some certainty around how long they can stay in the home. And we'd also like her to pledge more money towards building more social housing, and that'll bring rents down.
Legal history will be made at the Supreme Court today. For the first time in 600 years, a case at the country's highest court will be heard by a majority of female justices. They'll rule on the treatment of a boy with Asperger's. Our legal correspondent Clive Coleman reports.
On Monday, Lady Arden was sworn in as the Supreme Court's third female justice, alongside its President Baroness Hale and Lady Black. Today, all three will sit in a case with two male justices, giving the court its first ever female majority. While around 50% of the population's female, just 29% of court judges are women. Full gender equality remains a way off for the judges, sometimes referred to as the Supremes.
Today's weather forecast, cloudy with rain across the northwest with brighter spells elsewhere. Top temperatures 19 Celsius in London, 16 in Cardiff, 14 in Edinburgh and 15 in Belfast. BBC News, it's 8:05.
Thank you, Maura.
Online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Here we go. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Great Job Wednesday. And a Great Job Wednesday special on the way. Don't miss it.
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
I like mine with a kiss. Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Oh, yay!
I said don't miss it.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
You put the boom boom into my heart. You send my soul sky high when your loving starts. A jitterbug into my brain. It goes to bang, bang, bang till my feet do the same. But something's bugging, something ain't right. My best friend told me what you did last night. You left me sleeping in my bed. I was dreaming, but I should have been with you instead. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. Wake me up before you go. 'Cause I'm not planning on going solo. Wake me up before you go. Take me dancing tonight. I wanna hit that high. Yeah, yeah. You put the gray skies out of my way. You make the sunshine brighter than Doris Day. Turn the bright spark into a flame. My beats per minute never been the same. 'Cause you're my lady, I'm your fool. It makes me crazy when you act so cruel. Come on, baby, let's not fight. We'll go dancing, everything will be alright. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. Wake me up before you go. 'Cause I'm not planning on going solo. Wake me up before you go. Take me dancing tonight. I wanna hit that high. Coming up, baby, moving tight. We'll go dancing tomorrow night. It's cold out there, but it's warm in bed. They can dance, we'll stay home instead.
up before you go, guys. So who's going to be saying that to the brand new host of this show come 2019? We'll find out in a moment or two, everyone. 9 minutes past 8. This is BBC Radio 2. We are live from Wogan House in London. The breakfast show every morning, 6:30 to 9:30. But who's going to be hosting it once we leave this legendary building, this amazing organisation? Find out in just 5 minutes. Have we had any guesses through? just a few thousand. All right, all correct? Well, 100%. Okay, almost 100%. All right, well, coming up on the show on Friday, let me tell you about that first of all. So, amazing guest, Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be here because she's in the latest Halloween film. We think it's Halloween 97, 96. Going to watch it this morning after the show with the Frothy Coffee Man. Well, he's back out of his pit. He declared a duvet day yesterday. No duvet day today. Seeing as we're going to the screening of Halloween, is it 11? I think it's 11, isn't it? Also on the show on Friday, Jenna Coleman's going to be here talking about The Cry, which is the brand new BBC One drama which started on Sunday. You can catch up with episode 1 before she comes on the show if you like, midweek, via the iPlayer, and then it's back at 9 o'clock for episode 2 this Sunday coming. Jeff Goldblum's going to be on the show talking about his new jazz album, so Jazz Hands, between 7 and 8, jazz albums. Between 8 and 9:30 on Friday, and live music from Tom Odell on this show this morning at 20 to 9. Pigeons. Yesterday we learned a lot about pigeons, from their dog-like intelligence to their use in World War II. Guiding missiles. Did they really? Yes, they did. They absolutely did. So we're going to be talking to the Chief Exec of the Royal Pigeon Racing Association, Ian Evans, this morning. Today's show is dedicated to anyone preparing to step up to the plate, and today's show is entitled "You do not become good by trying to be good, but by allowing the goodness already within all of us to shine through." Counting down. Is this dramatic enough for you? I think so. I'm loving it. Well, she's very much here. We all love her beyond words. And she takes over this sizzling hot seat from after Christmas. January, we're talking January? January 2019. Who are we talking about? Take a wild guess. I'll tell you after this.
It's Friday night, yeah, the weekend's here, and I know your normal routine, baby. You ain't got no fear, but it's okay, because you're living so good, yeah, it feels so right. But when that liquor's in our system, baby, we on a different rhythm all day. And when you're dancing to the music, I know that you're gonna lose it all, baby. What you thinking? She only loves me when she's sober. She only loves me. She only loves me when she's sober. Whoa, I'm trying to get a little closer, but you're pushing me away. I hate to stand and look at you as you go on your way, but it's okay, baby, it's all good, 'cause the weekend's almost over, you'll be back just like you should. But when that liquor's in our system, baby, we on a different rhythm all day. And when you're dancing to the music, I know that you're gonna lose it all. She's so good. Ooh, yeah. She only loves me when she's so good.
Alison Sheik and Craig David and Stefflon Don. Like the sound of Stefflon. Don. 8:15. 40 seconds to go.
Joe Wiley
40
and
seconds to go.
Simon Mayo.
Welcome to 3 hours of sunny fabulousness.
Oh, no pressure.
Come on.
Weekdays from 5.
Ah, look who's here.
This Kumar look.
I'm wearing a T-shirt with loads of Homer Simpsons on it. I'm a 33-year-old man. I didn't want you to think that you were dealing with some kind of man-child here.
Duvet covers. I mean, where do you stop? Did you do the Bartman at any point?
Oh, I definitely did the Bartman.
I think I remember playing it.
Today we have two guests who will definitely make a big impression. Rory Bremner and Jan Ravens will be here with us in the studio.
Listen from 5 o'clock.
This afternoon from 5.
Every job is a great job on Wednesdays because we have Great Job Wednesday every Wednesday. That's what we do right here. And today is a Great Job Wednesday special as we reveal the brand new host of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, your brand new host of the Radio 2 Breakfast Show as of January next year is Zoe Ball. Good morning, Zoe.
Hello, Chris. This is bonkers, can I just say?
How you feeling?
I am a crazy mix of elation, wanting to burst into tears, thinking about running away, everything.
Yes. All right.
But mainly thrilled.
Yeah.
And all night I've not been able to sleep because you know what I've been singing to myself all night?
Come on.
How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine with a kiss.
Well, good for you. All right. Tell us when and how, as much as you want to. Don't tell us what you don't want to.
Well, do you know what? I think if we go back to the mic drop moment of you saying you were going, when the whole nation went, huh? What? And so from that point on, I think everyone was like, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And I have to say, to be totally honest with you, I didn't think you were ever going to go. And I don't think anyone did. And so from that point on, you start thinking, oh, what are they going to do? And I definitely didn't expect to get a call. But getting a call was an amazing thing. And then, of course, you think, I can't do it. I can't do it. How could I do it? Could I do it? Could I do it? And the best person I spoke to during that time was my son, Woody.
Right.
He's nearly 18. You know, wasn't even alive when I was at Radio 1 doing the breakfast show. And he said, Mum, come on. Don't even think about it. It's like the coolest thing you could do.
Yeah.
Be the first girl, you know, on Radio 2 Breakfast. It's amazing. And he went, and Mum, and he looked into my eyes and he held my hand and he went, someone will listen. It was very sweet.
Lots of people will listen, Zoe. Now, as you've just mentioned there, you've just recollected about the, Radio 1 days. You've done this before. You've been here before. You've done a breakfast show. Just remind people who maybe didn't remember or weren't around, weren't born like Woody. Tell us about how long you did that for and the kind of things you did on the show.
I can't really remember how long I did it for because it was the 90s, but I think it was like 21 years ago we started. Hence why I don't remember a lot of it. It is a little bit like history. I'm going to be your opponent again. We did that 20 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I remember.
Same networks.
Same networks.
Different stations.
Slightly, yeah. Exactly. And I love doing that. I'll never forget getting a call during Live and Kicking, and there'd been lots of press speculation about whether Chris and I hated each other or not, and I'd got a bit upset going, I would never say that about Chris. And then halfway through Live and Kicking, I think the Rugrats were on, and I got called into the gallery. There's a call from us, they never spoke to me like that. And I went into the gallery and it was you going, hi, it's Chris. What time do you get off work? I'm picking you up. And we went out and we had a really good chat and you were like, come on, it's
That's
great
how you
rivalry.
scotch a rumour, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you scotch a myth.
So, here we are 20 years on, Chris, and lots has changed.
So has it been weeks or months since you've known now?
Oh, no, only weeks.
Weeks,
yeah,
okay.
Only
all right.
weeks.
Okay, and it's a done deal. The ink is on the paper. It's now dry, and you start in January. You will have a date in mind, I would imagine. Have they told you when it's going to be?
I think they're scared to tell me. Right. Do we know when? Do we know when he's starting on the other side? Yeah, we're going to play a little game here, aren't we?
Okay, because if you can tell me, then I might be able to tell you.
Okay.
We're not quite sure either. But
yeah. Will you leave some of your listeners? I know a lot of it may go with you, Chris, but you've been in this position before. You had to take over from Sir Terry Wogan. So you've been through all these emotions. And do the anxiety dreams ever stop? Will I ever sleep again?
No, absolutely not. Oh, forget sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, you can forget that.
There's parenthood, and then there's hosting the Radio 2 Breakfast Show.
Yeah.
Pretty similar.
Yes,
And
I guess so.
Double them up.
Yeah.
And sleep is a thing of the past. But it doesn't. That's all. You are going to have a great time. Of course, it's one of the greatest jobs in this business, as you know. And if you would like a couple of tips.
I would love a couple of tips.
I have
please, Chris.
some recordings of Terry's old show that you can have.
Yeah. He's a card. He's a card. But I remember listening to that changeover, and I remember Terry announcing it, that you were going to do it.
Yeah.
And again, that was a huge thing you had to do to take over from Terry. So I'm not underestimating the task ahead of me, Chris.
You're not, because you're a total pro.
Oh, thank you. And I know some people will be like, oh, we didn't want her, but I hope some people will give me a chance. And I hope some people who listened to me back in the day.
I can't hear anyone thinking that, let alone saying it.
Well, you know. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm thrilled.
And as far as
now
Strictly's concerned, so will you still do It Takes Two?
Well,
How's that
that's
gonna
my
work
other
out?
favourite job. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to do both.
Right.
I'll probably have to start this and see how that goes. Can you do that? Can you do 12 weeks of a live show and this show? You've done it all, haven't you? You've done lots of things.
There's always the real world that you could go and work in. I think we'd be fine doing
I think
those
we'll be
two
fine.
jobs.
Yes, exactly. Yes, so there's some other stuff you could be, So yeah, we'll see. I do love Strictly, but you get all the Strictly gang in here, don't you? They all come to see you.
Oh no,
and
this
stuff,
is it.
so,
This is King's Cross Station from October to December in here.
Yeah, it really, really is.
You can't move for people.
Nellie, my daughter, said, I said, will you? She listens to Greg off the radio. She calls him on the other channel.
Right.
And I said to her, will you listen to Mummy? And she went, I'll probably listen to Greg, but if he plays a bad record, Mummy, I might listen to you just to see if you're all right.
Well, you can have words, can't you? You can sneak the odd.
I love that with kids, though. They know their own minds, don't they? They're like, no, you're not going to.
Good for you. Well, you are a force for good. I love you on the radio. I've always loved you on the radio.
Thank you.
I love you on the telly, but I think you really light up the radio.
Oh, you
good
are a gorgeous man.
No, good for you.
Thank you very much. By the way, how are the babies?
The babies are great. We have a latest pic just in. I get a picture about every 4 or 5 minutes. There's a brand new one in whilst we've been talking. Zoe Ball is your brand new host of the Radio 2 Breakfast Show as of January the something 2019. Well done, Zoe.
Thank
Congratulations.
you, Chris. Thank you. All the love.
Should we have a hug?
Yeah, let's have a big hug. Let's have a big hug. And then I'll have a cry.
All right, the first ever female host, the first ever permanent female host of the Radio 2 Breakfast Show. Girls just want to have fun. That's what's going to be happening on the air from January the something. My new favourite day, January the something. Zoe's got one, I've got one. I've got a January the something. She's got a January the something. We could play rock, paper, scissors for who starts when, couldn't we? We could pick 2 dates, 2 Mondays. Just rock, paper, scissors it up or down. Lots of people very pleased. This has made this 40-something very happy. Zoe on the radio. Background to my mornings in my 20s. Can't wait, says Ali, stuck in traffic heading to work in Bromley. Woohoo! Well done, Radio 2. Brilliant, says Sue Newbury. Zoe Bowl, yay, so pleased. Says Kat in Colston. Yay, welcome, Zoe. Fab News, says Jan in Buckinghamshire. Anna in Norwich. All the ladies here loving Zoe. Lots of gentlemen too. All right, good. Excellent. Well, Zoe's hanging around this morning. All the bosses, all wearing their best suits. Special day here. You all look fabulous. You look very smart, as my mum would say. Rachel.
Chris. M62 westbound, junction 19 for Haywood. One lane is closed by a broken down lorry. M62 eastbound, we've got the same issue between junction 11 for Birchwood and junction 12, the Eccles interchange. One lane shut by a broken down lorry. Congestion is back to junction 8. M6 southbound, slow traffic after an accident at junction 22, the Winnick Link Road. M5 northbound, junctions 15 to junction 14. One lane is closed as a lorry has its tyre changed. On the M11 southbound, we've had an accident between junction 7 for Harlow to junction 6. All lanes are reopened, but traffic is queuing. Now, this is one for the heavy goods vehicles. The Rotherhithe Tunnel in London is closed in both directions to HGVs. Maintenance work in the tunnel means only cars and taxis are being permitted through. M3 northbound, junction 12 for Eastleigh to junction 11 for Winchester South. All lanes have reopened, but we've got 11 miles of queues after 2 accidents. Congestion back to junction 14 of the M27 interchange and back onto the M27. Now, the queues on the M27 are back to junction 5 for Southampton Airport westbound and junction 3 on the M27 eastbound carriageway. And we've also had an accident on the M3 southbound, junctions 11 to junction 12. 2 lanes are closed and traffic is queuing back to junction 9. The travel line number is 03700 100 200.
Thank you very much indeed. Charlie Puth and Kalani to the news. And then another great job Wednesday as we talk pigeons. Again. This is the Radio 2 Breakfast Show. Right, it's Wednesday morning, the 3rd of October.
What you thinking? You think that you could be better off with somebody new? No, oh, baby, no. You say you're leaving. Well, if you wanna leave, there ain't nobody stopping you. No, oh, baby, no. I won't beg for your love, won't say please. I won't fall to the ground on my knees. You know I've given this everything, baby, honestly. Baby, honestly, I lie for you, baby. Die for you, baby. Cry for you, baby. But tell me what you've done for me. For you, baby. And only you, baby. The things I do, baby. But tell me what you've done for me.
I never cheated. Deleted everyone 'cause they made you uncomfortable. No, baby, no. These accusations, I can't apologize for something that I didn't do. No, baby, no. I won't beg for your love, won't say please. I won't fall to the ground on my knees. You know I've given this everything, baby, honestly.
Baby, honestly.
Baby, honestly. Yeah.
I lie for you, baby. Die for you, baby. Cry for you, baby. But tell me what you've done for me. For you, baby. And only you, baby. The things I do, baby. But
Charlie Puth and Kalani done for me. So who else will be on the show with Zoe?
what you done for me.
I don't know.
Tell me what you've done for me.
So there you go. No, we don't know. I mean, Golden Graham, he's got his opinions. I mean, he'd quite like to be on the show as well.
You know I've given this everything, baby.
And she could do a lot worse, not much better, I have to say.
Tell me what you've done for me. I lie for you,
As far as the rest of the new breakfast show is concerned, honestly, I have no idea. I didn't know about Zoe until a couple of days ago, and I promise you that's the truth. I did know before she came on today, but only very recently. So Golden Graham has a dream lineup for the new show. Would you like to share it with the group? No. Not the 9 million. Ocelot, maybe. Okay. Right, 8:30. 90 Smashers are coming back after the news from Eternal and No Doubt, and then we're talking pigeons, and you try and stop us. Let me tell you. Here's Maura with the headlines from Radio 2.
BBC News at 8:30. Zoe Ball has been announced as the first female presenter of the Radio 2 breakfast show. The BBC has just revealed that she'll be taking over from Chris Evans in January. She told Chris it was bonkers. Theresa May will urge Conservatives to demonstrate they're a party that is decent, moderate and patriotic at the end of a conference that has underlined deep divisions over Brexit. In her speech, the Prime Minister will also confirm that fuel duty will remain frozen for the 9th year in a row. Food and water has begun to arrive on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi 5 days after it was struck by a devastating earthquake and tsunami. More than 1,400 people died. About 200,000 survivors need help. Tesco has announced another rise in half-yearly profits in the UK and Ireland. Its pre-tax profits climbed to £564 million, a rise of 2.2% on the same period last year. Today's weather forecast, cloudy with patchy rain across the northwest, with brighter spells elsewhere. Those are BBC headlines. Our next news, 9 o'clock.
So here we go. How good is this tune? How good is this tune? The first of our 90 smashes from 1990 when? 1990-something. Eternal and Power of a Woman. Very fitting, very apt.
I'll tell you straight up, when it comes to real love, my arms are open and my heart knows the score. I've lived and learned now, sometimes got burned down, but every time I pick myself off the floor. You need good loving like a desert needs rain. Never make your heart complain. You keep on running like a river to the sea. Look no further, boy, 'cause I got just
Eternal Power of a Woman. So if the same rumours start about some animosity between Zoe and I, do I do the same thing? Do we just go out for another 48 hours? Are those days over? Are they ever over? Are they really over? Or there's just a big pause button, a big hiatus of your status. 8:35, Radio 2, Power of a Woman from Eternal from 1995, everyone. 1995, so higher or lower than the 95 for the brilliant No Doubt. Don't Speak.
You and me, we used to be together, every day together, always. I really feel that I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. It looks as though you're letting go, and if it's real, well, I don't want to know. Don't speak, I know just what you said, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you're thinking. I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Our memories, they can be inviting, but some are altogether mighty frightening. As we die for you and I, with my head in my hands, I sit and cry. Don't speak, I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, 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 don't speak. I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. It's all ending. I gotta stop pretending who we are. You and me, I can see us dying, are we? Don't speak, I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, no, don't speak. I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. I know what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't speak, don't speak, don't speak. Oh, I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. I know you're good.
You know you do. You know you feel good. No Doubt, Don't Speak. 1995 was Eternal Power of a Woman. Are we looking at something higher or perhaps lower? Vassos Alexander's Grey Matter is once again whirring and churning and doing its job in the Greek way that he sort of weaves his own wisdom, homegrown, artisan-like. What do you think?
I remember listening to this with Caroline, and I think it was quite a long time into our relationship, so I'm going to say higher.
Oh, now that was risky logic. You've used other logic before, but when you
when I bring Caroline into it, it never ends well.
Yeah, and courting, you know.
Yes, courting.
Those indelible memories. Oh, they should be indelible.
Oh, no.
Your beloved.
Please be right.
Thank
Please be
heaven
right.
you're right. 1997. Don't do that again, Vassos. Okay, from a friend.
Noted.
Don't do that again. It's not worth the risk, mate.
The early morning alarm call. You need teeth that make you feel, and a smile that's the business. From bathroom to boardroom. Introducing the new toothpaste for go-getters everywhere. Apprentice. Giving you the confidence to take on the tasks of the day. Apprentice will leave you with a smile that says, hired. So,
What's this? Ask them for quality merchandise, not load of old tat. You're fired.
The Apprentice. Tonight at 9 on BBC One.
And now, today's Not So Mystery Guest. I've really been looking. I mean, 8:15 was a big deal, but this is getting there, to be honest.
Yes.
Great Job Wednesday, part 2. Off you go, Vassos.
Yesterday, we learned a lot about pigeons, from their dog-like intelligence to their use in World War II. Your not-so-mystery guest today has over 30 years' experience caring for our feathered friends and has the great job Wednesday of being chief exec of the Royal Pigeon Racing Association. Please welcome the incredible Ian Evans.
Good morning, Ian.
Good morning, Chris, and thanks for inviting me onto the show.
Well, you are more than welcome. Do you have any idea, and I'm not sure if you do, and I'm not sure it's a fair question, how the Pigeon Racing Association achieved its royal status?
Well, Her Majesty the Queen actually races pigeons, and she's a third-generation pigeon racer.
What?
And in the 1970s, we applied for royal patronage, and Her Majesty kindly offered to take up the role.
There are royal pigeons?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
She races them from the Sandringham estate.
I never knew that. Two huge revelations this morning. I think this may be pipping the first one now. Right, so pigeon racing you runs in your family. Your dad, both grandfathers did it?
Yeah, all the family. My uncles, my mother's brothers and my father's brothers all race pigeons. So, yeah, it's something in the genes, I suppose.
Okay, and as far as we know about your feathered friends, but human beings, what ratio are we talking about? How many thousands of people currently keep and race pigeons across the UK, would you say?
Well, it's estimated there's over 40,000 people actually keep pigeons in the UK. The Royal Pigeon Racing Association itself has over 20,000 members, all of which race pigeons.
Right.
So it's estimated there's around about 30,000 people across the country that actually take part in pigeon racing.
And how do you start? How does one start racing a pigeon?
Well, obviously, first of all, you have to be aware that the sport exists, I suppose. But once you take an interest, it's basically about start training the birds from a very young age. And you're taking advantage of their homing instinct, which has been developed over thousands of years, because the pigeon is the oldest domesticated bird. So what you do, when the birds are about 8 weeks old, you give them their liberty, and obviously they get familiar with their surroundings. And then as they grow in confidence and strength, they start going distances themselves away from the loft. And then when they are starting what we call ranging for about half an hour or so, you take them short distances away from their home and liberate them, and they find their way home. And then eventually, once you get them up to a distance of about 30 miles, you can then start entering them into races. The shortest race is typically about 60 miles, and the longest race is actually over 700 miles.
Now, you hear about sort of famous mums and dads then being put out to breed, future champions, but in all kinds of worlds, with all kinds of species, particularly horse, I'm thinking, of course. I mean, do you have a similar prestige as far as pigeons is concerned?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the most successful racers are then obviously very attractive in terms of people wanting to purchase them to breed from them, with the hope of having their own champions in the future. And actually, the world record for the pigeons being paid for pigeons actually been broken this year, and it now stands at €500,000.
€500,000 for one pigeon.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My goodness. I mean, why not? I suppose if that's what floats your boat. Do you know? Does this pigeon have a name? Is it under armed guard 24 hours a day?
It probably is under armed guard. Actually, no, I'm not aware of the pigeon's name. It's news that's actually recently broken, but before that the record stood at €310,000, which was a pigeon which went by the name of Boat, which had a very successful racing career.
Are these pigeons sold at pigeon auctions or? people making private entreaties to buy these
It's a bit of a mixture of both. There are a lot of online auctions out there where successful pigeons and pigeons are sold. But it's a mixture of auctions and private sales, I suppose.
Right, and this pigeon, what do you know of its... I'm fascinated by this, 500,000 euros. One pigeon, 500,000 euros. What kind of things has it achieved? Is it well known within the pigeon world?
As I say, the news only just broke about this pigeon. But right. if we just take consideration what a successful pigeon may have achieved, I mean, they're competing against thousands of other competitors, and obviously each pigeon is racing on to its own particular home. So it could be, this pigeon could be flying further distances than his competitors. So it's not necessarily the first bird home that wins. It's the bird that sustains the highest average velocity over the time of the race.
What speeds are we talking about?
Well, in favourable conditions, with a helping wind, they can achieve speeds average of over 60 miles per hour. But typically, even with a wind which is headwind, they can still achieve speeds of 45 and 50 mile an hour. And what's most great about these birds is that it's not only the fact they can find their way home, but it's the speed they can do it, and they can fly 45, 50 mile an hour flat out for 14 to 16 hours. There's no other creature on the planet can actually match their mixture of speed and endurance.
And which part of the world produces the best pigeons?
Right. That's. I'm going to have to say the UK there, aren't I?
Wait, is that the right answer? Well, it's the right answer. Is it the correct? Is it the truthful answer?
Well, I think from a popularity point of view, it seems to be the Belgians and the Dutch actually attract the more the highest prices for their pigeons. Whether or not the competition is actually any better over there, remains to be seen. But there is an international pigeon race which takes place from Barcelona, where competitors from all over Europe take place, from Poland, Holland, Belgium, France, the UK. And some of the international racing, the UK fanciers have actually won these races.
Right, well, it's great to talk to you. You're the right man for the job. They're lucky to have you, the Chief Exec of the Royal Pigeon Racing Association, Ian Evans. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Chris.
Fly your pigeons safe, my friend. 14 to 9. Radio 2 time.
I wish that I could fly into the sky so very high, just like a dragonfly. I fly above the trees, over the seas, in all degrees, to anywhere I please. Oh, I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go and see the stars, the Milky Way, or even Mars, where it could just be ours. Let's fade into the sun, let your spirit fly, we'll be our one, just for a little fun. Oh, oh, oh yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta get away, girl, I gotta get away. Oh, oh, oh yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, no. We had pigeon sound effects, didn't use them. What a waste. It's a wood pigeon, isn't it? Oh, no, hang on. No, that is your common garden pigeon. A wood pigeon is, I think it's... That's your wood pigeon. If you do that in the woods, you will get wood pigeons replying to you. How do I know? No, it doesn't sound like an owl. That's what no, an owl is. An owl is.
That's a spaghetti western.
Oh, that's not a spaghetti western. This is the spaghetti western.
I don't think it's nice you laughing.
Who said that? Was that you? That was impressive.
Thank you.
From behind the screen, isn't it? I'll tell you, I've gone right light-headed now. Well, I'm hyperventilating. Today's top 10 news, please, Vassos.
Let me tell you, there's quite a podium of subjects that aren't today's top 10 news. We had quite unusually for us, we had quite a few good ones, but we've decided, basically, because we want to play the soundtrack, we found out today that they're remaking Dad's Army. Is that
More birds.
Oh, I thought that was a young child, terrified. They're remaking Dad's Army, the TV series. There's a wood pigeon. Dad's Army, 88291 on the text, your tenuous links to the fame of Please. And in the meantime,
here's Vassos with his guest.
Yes, we're going to look ahead to the Super League semi-finals, which are this week. It's the climax, nearly the climax of the Rugby League season. Tomorrow, we have St Helens, Warrington, and then Wigan, Castleford on Friday. Wigan's Sam Tompkins joins us this morning. Good morning, Sam.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Thanks. How are you?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Let's ask you about the other semi-final first, shall we? You're sort of neutral. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to St Helens, Warrington tomorrow, as is Chris, of course, Warrington boy. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it should be. It's setting up for a classic. I think St Helens have run away with it this year. They've been the most consistent team, but as we saw in the Challenge Cup semi-final in the big game, they weren't quite up to the standards they'd set all year. So Warrington will be hoping for a performance like that from St Helens, but it could really go either way. Warrington a little bit of form recently, so I wouldn't be able to pick it tomorrow.
What about you guys this week? How's the atmosphere in the camp? Can you tell there's a big game coming up?
Yeah. There's always a different atmosphere around the training ground. Everybody comes in on a Monday morning, bouncing in. Nobody's complaining about bumps and knocks and injuries from the week before. Everyone's looking forward to it. So we're in a good place. We've got a pretty healthy squad at the moment, which is always a luxury at this end of the year. So the medical staff have done a great job in making sure we've got a lot of players to pick from. So we should have a really strong team on Friday.
Now, you will hope this is your penultimate game for Wigan. It could be your last game, of course. You're moving to Catalan in the off-season. Now, what on earth appeals about going to live in the south of France, Sam?
Oh, I've no idea. It can't be the beautiful weather. There's all sorts. The main one for me is I've always liked to sort of try new things, and I've been and played over in New Zealand and come back to Wigan for a little while, and I've got two young boys who are only 1 and 2 years old, so the chance to move somewhere else before we're tied down with them going to school and things like that was a big appeal. And the Catalan Dragons, they're a club that when I'd signed for them earlier this year, they'd never won a trophy in the history. Since then they've gone on to win the Challenge Cup this year. So the side that I've actually been going to is very different to the one that I'd sort of signed for. I'd signed for a club with loads of potential that had never won anything, and I'm actually going to a club that have been trying to back up from the most successful season ever. So it's a little bit more of a different challenge now, but something I'm really looking forward to.
You will absolutely love it. I was in Perpignan in the summer when they won the Challenge Cup. It was they absolutely love their rugby league in Perpignan, which is a very beautiful,
the match for it. When I've been over there and having a look around the place, the fans are so passionate. And to think, the club's not actually been going that long, and they've never won a trophy yet. They've got thousands and thousands of fans that are absolutely passionate about the club and love it. And that it's the same with the owner and the chief executive. They're both just huge rugby league fans, so it's a great club. One I'm really looking forward to being a part of next year.
Well, all the best for this week. Before that, Sam, thank you very much for coming on the show. The Super League semi-finals starting tomorrow evening.
Thank you very much indeed.
BBC Radio.
Rachel has the travel.
M62 westbound at junction 19 for Haywood. One lane is closed by a broken down lorry. M62 eastbound, we've got the same problem between junction 11 for Birchwood and junction 12, the Eccles interchange. One lane blocked by a lorry breakdown. Congestion is back to junction 8. The M5 northbound at junction 5 for Droitwich. Lane is closed on the exit slip road by a broken down car. The A43 southbound, the road is partially blocked by an accident at the B4100, the Baynards Green roundabout. Congestion is back to Juniper Hill. This is one for heavy goods vehicles. The Rotherhithe Tunnel in London is shut in both directions to HGVs. Maintenance work in the tunnel mean only cars and taxis are being permitted through. M3 northbound, junction 12 for Eastleigh to 11 for Winchester South. All lanes have reopened, but we have 11 miles of queues after 2 accidents. Congestion is back to junction 14, the M27 interchange, and backing up onto the M27. The queues on the M27 are back to junction 7 westbound and junction 2 eastbound. And on the opposite side of the M3 southbound, junctions 11 to 12, all lanes have reopened after another accident. Traffic queuing back to junction 9 southbound on the M3. M27 eastbound between junctions 11 and 12 for Portsmouth. All lanes have reopened after an accident, but we've got delays to junction 8. And on the M5 northbound, junctions 15 to 14, one lane is shut as a lorry has its tyre changed. Keep me updated on your travels. It's 03700 100 200.
Thank you very much, Rachel. And thank you for asking Sportscast Sam. Now, are you ready for this? This is almost a mascara warning for a song. It's Tom Adele's new single with Alice Merton. It's called Half As Good As You, and it's absolutely beautiful.
I'm sick to death of eating breakfast on my own, starting out my daily blues. I'm sick to death of spilling coffee on my phone, scrolling through pictures of you. I'd like to say that maybe we could work it out, but I know that it's no use. If I ever find anyone half as good as you, I think maybe that would do.
I kissed a stranger in the hallway late last night. He was wearing purple shoes. I asked him when he kissed me, could he close his eyes? But he just looked at me confused. And people say my expectations are too high, but I'm not asking for the moon. If I ever find anyone half as good as you, I think maybe that would do. If I ever find anyone half as good as you, I think maybe that would do.
Oh, I'm so sick of laying here,
So sick of counting
tell everyone to you.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sick of waiting
so
here.
frustrated, my suspicions are you laying there and thinking of me too.
I learned the lyrics yesterday to all your songs. There was one I couldn't do. I think the lyric went,
You'll miss me when I'm gone.
but the chords I was confused.
I'd ask you round and you could tell me where I'm wrong, but then I know you just refuse. If I ever find anyone half as good as you, I think maybe that
How good is Tom? Tom Adele, Alice Merton, Half As Good As You on Radio 2. And Golden Graham has nailed this segue, this brace of belters ahead of the Gobsmackers.
Maybe that would do.
Who can follow that with what? How about Coldplay? Don't Panic. Captain Mannering.
like stones, all that we fall for. Homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for. And we live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in a beautiful world. Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for. Places we've grown, all of us are done for. And we live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in a beautiful
Coldplay, Don't Panic. Tom O'Dell, Alice Merton. Half as good as you. The top 10 news underway. Are we dad's arming? We are, aren't we? Yeah, of course we are. Don't panic.
Cause yeah, everybody here's got somebody to lean on.
Talking of which, have you heard the news? If you haven't, here it is. With Moira Stewart, it's just got 9 o'clock on BBC Radio 2, live from Wogan House, Wednesday morning, October the 3rd, 2018.
BBC News, and in the past hour it's been announced that Zoe Ball is to be the new host of the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show. She'll take over from Chris Evans after his 8 years in the chair in January. Chris announced his successor on this morning's show with Zoe by his side. She said she was delighted.
I am a crazy mix of elation, wanting to burst into tears, thinking about running away, everything.
Yes. All right.
But mainly thrilled.
Yeah.
And all night I've not been able to sleep because you know what I've been singing to myself all night?
Come on.
How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine with a kiss.
Sarah Cox will continue to provide holiday cover for the show, and the BBC has said it will announce who'll take over Zoe's previous Saturday afternoon slot in due course. Theresa May will close the Conservative conference today by declaring that Britain's future after Brexit is full of promise. She'll announce that fuel duty will be frozen for the 9th year in a row. After Boris Johnson's fresh attack on her Chequers plan, Mrs May will urge Tories to show they are decent, moderate and patriotic. The Cabinet Office Minister, David Lidington, said the party would back Mrs May on Brexit.
What we'll see this afternoon is the membership rallying behind the Prime Minister because they know that in her they've got a leader who is putting the country first, who is motivated only by a sense of patriotic duty to get the best deal for every part of the UK.
Supplies of urgently needed food and water have begun to reach people on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi 5 days after it was struck by a devastating earthquake and tsunami. Officials say the number of people known to have died has risen above 1,400. Tesco has announced another rise in half-yearly profits in the UK and Ireland. Its pre-tax profits climbed to £564 million, an increase of 2.2% on the same period last year. BBC research suggests that rents for tenants in their 20s are becoming harder to afford, especially if they want to live alone. In 2/3 of British postcode areas, the median rent for a one-bedroom flat is more than 30% of the average income of that age group. Morgan Twinning, who's in her 20s, says housing costs are a real problem for her generation.
Myself and my partner are living with his parents at the moment, whilst we're saving for a mortgage. The reason why we decided to do that was because we couldn't possibly rent and save at the same time. My friends definitely struggle. A lot of their money is used up in just their rent alone.
Geoff Emerick, widely credited as being chief recording engineer for the Beatles, has died at the age of 72. His manager said he'd suffered a heart attack. Emerick, who'd begun work at the Abbey Road studios as a 15-year-old, helped to produce some of the Beatles' most noted recordings, such as Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, The White Album and Abbey Road. Today's weather forecast: wet and windy in Northern Ireland, Scotland and the far north of England, warm and cloudy elsewhere with patchy rain. BBC News at 9:04. Our next at 10 o'clock.
God bless Geoff Emerick.
Online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
A truly lovely man. I once made a record with him. Well, he made the record, I made the video. It was in Air Studios up in Belsize Park for a mate of ours. What an absolute genius. Basically, there were the Beatles. Is it there were the Beatles or there was the Beatles? I never know, because they're a band, but it's plural. Anyway, the point is they were there. You may have heard of them. And then there was George Martin, and then there was Geoff Emerick. And that was basically the gang. Today's Gobsmackers is chosen by Claire Jones from Waterloo in Wiltshire. Good morning, Claire. She says these songs might belong in separate genres. However, neither has a problem putting a massive smile on my face. Interestingly, they were both released in 1988. And both bands are now celebrating 30 years in the industry. Claire's picked The Levellers with What a Beautiful Day. But first, New Kids on the Block with Hangin' Tough.
Chance. Just get on the floor and do the New Kids dance. Don't worry about nothing, cause it won't take long. We're gonna put you in a trance with a funky song. Cause you gotta be hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. We're up. Everybody's always talking about who's on top. Don't cross our path, cause you're gonna get stopped. We ain't gonna give anybody any slack. And if you try to keep us down, we're gonna come right back. And you know we're hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Are you tough enough? Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. We're up. Everybody, cause we're gonna do our thing. Cause you know it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Are you tough enough? Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. We're up. Just hanging tough.
You're listening to the Chris Evans Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2.
What a beautiful day. I'm the king of all time. And nothing is impossible in my all-powerful mind. Was on the 5th of November when time it went back. Well, some say that that's impossible, but you and I would never look back. Wasn't it incredible? So beautiful and above all, just to see the fuse get lit this time, to light a real bonfire for all time. And what a beautiful day. I'm the king of all time. And nothing is impossible in my all-powerful mind. In my nightclub, it felt good to be back. When Hepburn said I love you and Flynn said make mine a double jack. Was then we planned a revolution to make things better for all time. Oh, and Guevara said that's crazy and ordered up a bottle of wine. What a beautiful day. Impossible in my all-powerful mind. And what a beautiful day. The king of all time. And nothing is impossible in my all-powerful mind. In there on the big screen, every night I've seen the way all things could be. For me, for me, for The news broke after midnight that we'd pulled the temples down without a sound. But the generals, they were hiding out, the ministers, well, they'd all gone to ground. Wealth redistribution became the new solution. So I got a paper bag, but you got the one with all the holes. And what a beautiful day.
What a beautiful day. Nice down here again. Very warm yesterday, balmy almost in the afternoon. And don't you love the trees when they explode, with their autumn leaves? Just before they say goodbye for another year. Stunning maples. Is there a better explosion as far as the leaves of a tree is concerned than a maple? I don't think so. Vanessa might know better. I don't know. 13 minutes past 9. Choose your gobsmackers, please. bbc.co.uk/radio2. Our page is in the gobsmackers on the way today. Ken Bruce at 9:30. And you can call now for Popmaster 08000 288 291.
My average Sunday evening consists of begging my children to go to sleep.
This Sunday evening,
There's bribery involved. There's a lot of twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Fern Cotton.
The show is a place where we can boost everyone's Sunday night. All feel-good tracks, inspiring us to get the school uniforms ready and sewing those labels on and all that jazz.
Fern Cotton.
I want to talk about real life stuff. Forget all the fluff and showbiz malarkey. We don't care about that. It's going to be real life, juicy stuff.
Sunday evening from 7.
BBC Radio 2.
So what are the odds on Fern taking over Saturday afternoon now? Back to the bookies. Once again, we honestly don't know. But we look forward to finding out. Cliff Richard now, brand new from Cliff. This is Rise Up.
All my life I've been a dreamer. Some might say a lucky one. Oh, for every dream come true, many come undone. But I know, yes I know. Yesterday the clouds were darkest. Yeah, I could not see the end of it. Oh no. But something inside of me never learned to quit. And I know, yes I know. Rise up. They're never gonna break me down. Rise up. They're never gonna take me down. Rise up. You know I'm gonna rise up feeling stronger. Rise up. Even when the night is long. Rise up. The light of love was burning strong. Rise up. You know I'm gonna rise up even stronger. I see your walls taking a shaking. Yeah, yeah. I know that lost look in your eyes. I see the mess this whole world is making. But I know, yes I know. Rise up. They're never gonna break you down. Rise up. Don't ever let them take you down. Rise up. I know you're gonna rise up feeling stronger. Rise up, rise up. And even when the night is long, rise up. The light of love is burning strong. Rise up. I know you're gonna rise up even stronger. Without love, time is wasted. Without love, we lose the taste for life and living. Love's the gift we are given to survive. Rise up, yeah, yeah. Don't stay down. Rise up. They're never gonna break us down. Rise up. They're never gonna take us down. Rise up. I know we're gonna rise up feeling stronger. Rise up, rise up. Even when the night is long, rise up. The light of love is burning strong. Rise up. I know we're gonna rise up even stronger. Rise up, rise up. They're never gonna break us down. Rise up. They're never gonna take us down. Rise up. I know we're gonna rise
Cliff Richard and Rise Up. So you can text now for your good old fashions for the end of the show, 888291. Good old fashioned mentions on the wireless ahead of Ken Bruce. Keep calling for Popmaster if you're in the mood. Have you thought about it before? You've been teetering on the brink of 1 year out infamy. 08000 288 291. Give Ken's Popmaster Elves a shout out now. Jeremy Vine here at midday today. Steve right in the afternoon at 2 on the big show this afternoon. Richard Herring will be talking to Steve and lawyer William Clegg. QC talks about his new book plus the non-stop oldies. And shall I tell you who you are today? Ruth Webb. Good morning, Ruth, from Northern Ireland. Your non-stop oldies for half an hour on International Radio 2 this afternoon on Steve Wright in the afternoon. 5 o'clock, Joe and Simon. To the UK's best-loved impressionists. No, they're not. Oh, sorry. No, they've got those on. Rory Bremner. And Jan Ravens. The Folk Show with Mark Radcliffe at 8. Norman Cook, you've come a long way, baby, at 9. Sarah Cox at 10. And Jeff Lloyd, midnight tonight. Versus how was today's top 10 news?
Dad's Army, absolutely fantastic.
No problems.
Utterly inundated.
Love it. Right, off you go.
Maybe one of the most popular subjects we've ever done. And we'll start with Alice. At number 10, good morning, Alice. My aunt went out with the actor John Laurie and he proposed. But she said no, so Private Fraser was almost my uncle. Adele at number 9. Captain Mannering. Arthur Lowe once docked his barge in the canal in the sheltered spot where I sit to eat my lunch. Number 8. Julia. I live in Thetford when they were filming Dad's Army, and my brother and sister-in-law now volunteer in the Dad's Army Museum there. Hannah at number 7. 10 years ago, my friend Yasmin and I were on a TV quiz show called Take It or Leave It. One of our questions was who played Lance Corporal Jack Jones in Dad's Army. Number 6, Edward, I met Bill Pertwee, who played Warden Hodges in A War Weekend on a steam railway. He was in full ARP uniform and signed a book he'd written about the show. At number 5, Craig, I own the original 1970s Dad's Army board game. It's really good. At number 4, and before Colin Bean, Private Sponge, became an actor, he worked in Manchester with my dad, Len. Jackie at number 3, our father Jim was a potato merchant, and in an episode when Private Pike fell into the river, he appeared wearing a Fordyce tatty sack to cover his modesty. Number 2, Helen, I was on a theatre costume course once at the London College of Fashion. My tutor Biddy told stories of when she sewed the uniforms for the original TV show Dad's Army. And Steve at number 1, my Uncle John was in the military band when they recorded the theme tune that's played at the end of every episode of Dad's Army.
Shall we?
Let's. It's the only reason we did it, really.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run? We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
When we first met, I didn't know for sure we'd be connected. Anything we wanted more and more. Then given time, given so much time, we had to break through. You stole my heart. I'd always love you, yeah. 'Cause it's a once in a lifetime thing. Some people keep on searching but won't find it. You got under my skin. You'll never get me back, boy. No, 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 no. You got under my skin. And I just can't get enough, boy. No, 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 no. 'Cause it's once in a lifetime. I'll be your ears, someone to listen. I'll be that shoulder for you to lean on, lean on me. I'll be your shadow, go wherever you go. I'll have your back like I've always
Under My Skin, brand new from Gabrielle. Nice sounds, 9:24. Talking of nice sounds, Dr. Jim Harris is here. As far as we know, he's not been knocked off his bike this morning.
No, today I'm all in one piece. The rest of the traffic in London is unconcerned by my presence.
Well, because on Friday you came in here and you heroically delivered your pause for thought.
I don't know about heroically. I delivered it.
I think you did. I think you were heroic because you were obviously still in some kind of shock because you've been knocked off your bike a few moments before.
Not a few moments. The previous evening.
Sorry.
I was still a little surprised by what had happened to me. Yeah.
Well, you're on the mend now.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm really fine.
What are you going to tell us about today?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I had to use up my last days of annual leave before the new term, so I went up to the Lake District to camp and to walk by myself. There were two reasons for going. One was for the sublime pleasure of those hills in autumn, but the other was that I just wanted to be alone, away from other people's voices, away from other people's demands. Really, I just wanted to be away from other people, and so I was. And it was good. But on my second day's walk, I set off from Seathwaite in Borrowdale in patchy clouds and occasional sunshine and made my way up Scawfell Pike, straight into what can only be described as the apocalypse. By the end of the first hour, the sky was dark and lowering. By the end of the second, there was steady rain and a strong wind. By the end of the third, I was in a lashing torrent, driven by a gale with visibility of about 40 feet. And as I approached the summit, I was practically on all fours. I was, to put it plainly, frightened. Now, there was something about all this that was not just physically challenging, though. It was also deeply and desperately lonely. And entirely alone on Scawfell Pike in cataclysmic weather, it felt as if the world was ending. Now, I'd like to say something here from Psalm 23 about fearlessness and God's comfort and green pastures. I'd like to say that in that apocalyptic moment, God spoke to me and told me I was not alone at all. But God didn't. God just left me there. And because God didn't speak comfort into the rain and the wind, I knew why I was up there. I was up there to come down again. And suddenly I wasn't glad to be away, but happy to be going home. I reckon that pretty well everyone gets lonely. We miss the families we push away, the friends we've lost or who are far off, the lovers who are out of reach. And we're separated from them variously by our own fault, by their fault, and by no one's fault. But the apocalypse, as I found out on Scawfell Pike, comes quickly. So I suppose the question isn't really why are they so far away, but how quickly can I run back towards them?
You've got to be careful out there, haven't you?
Got to be careful.
Because when you started off, I thought, I'm jealous, idyllic, a walk alone, but not lonely, around the Lake District.
It was desperate up the top. It was. As I was coming down, I encountered this couple cowering behind a cairn who didn't know where they were. And so we worked
Were they
together.
waiting for God as well?
No, they were waiting for the GPS signal.
All right, good. Which has G in it. I mean, it could be God.
It does.
Thing,
I was very happy to find them. Maybe they were God for me because meeting up with them made the whole thing
But
a lot better.
that's not what we're supposed to do because he creates us, but then it's up to us, isn't it?
Yeah, he gives us free will to go and do
That's
stuff
the
like
deal.
that and find out what it's like to be by yourself.
Well done on that. I'm surprised you're still here one way or another, to be honest, Jim. Do we need to tag him? Okay, jury's out on that one. Jury's in on the travel.
M74 southbound in Glasgow. We've got slow traffic due to a broken down vehicle from the M8 Plantation to Seaward Street roundabout. M62 eastbound. We've got a problem between junction 11 Birchwood and junction 12 the Eccles interchange. A broken down lorry has blocked one lane and congestion is back to junction 8. M61 southbound. One lane is closed and traffic is queuing because of a breakdown between junction 2 and the M60 junction 15 the Swinton interchange. Congestion is back to junction 4. On the A43 southbound, the road is partially blocked by an accident at the B4 100, the Bernards Green roundabout. Congestion is back to Juniper Hill. And on the M25 anti-clockwise, we've got slow traffic due to an earlier broken down van from junction 25 for Enfield to junction 24. Now, drivers of heavy goods vehicles, the Rotherhithe Tunnel in London is closed in both directions to HGVs. Maintenance work in the tunnel mean only cars and taxis are being permitted through. M2 eastbound, a lane is closed on the exit slip by a breakdown at junction 3. M3 northbound, junction 12 for Eastleigh to junction 11 for Winchester South. All lanes have reopened reopened, but we have an 11-mile queue after 2 accidents. Congestion is back to junction 24 and it's climbing up the M27. The queues on the M27 are back to junction 7 westbound and junction 2 eastbound. And on the opposite side of the road, the M3 southbound, junctions 11 to 12. All lanes have reopened after an accident, but traffic is queuing back to junction 9. And in the same area, M27 eastbound between junctions 11 and 12 for Portsmouth, all lanes have reopened after an accident, but we've got delays to junction 8. We've also got some problems on the M5 northbound junction 8 to junction 7. One lane is closed for a lorry tyre change. Northbound M5 junction 6 to 5. One lane is closed by a breakdown. And northbound M5 junction 5, a lane is closed on the exit slip road. I'll be back with Ken with more in half an hour.
Thank you.
03700 100 200.
Very much. Busier than ever. Here we go. Right, Alex says, a good old-fashioned see you in a minute, old friend, to my lovely friend Sarah Howarth for a birthday coffee on the beach.
Can I get a great big good old-fashioned get in to my daughter Natasha Hewitt for winning the first event at the Horse of the Year from John?
Hey, good old-fashioned walkies to Chubb, our old English bulldog who is 1 year old today, and that is from Jim and Linda in Glasgow.
Okay, random fact to finish the show off. This is in from James Martin, the James Martin. There are others, of course. You may have your own, the James Martin, but this is ours. Random fact, pigeons got Mike Tyson into boxing and he's still a massive racing pigeon breeder, full stop. Okay, well, we have to investigate that tomorrow. That's the whole of tomorrow's show. Can't wait.
Pigeon fancying tomorrow. Can't wait. Oh, yeah. James Martin has lost a lot of weight, I hear. Is that right?
Well, yeah, he's about to go on tour. Would you like to see a picture of his new set?
Don't hold it up in front of the microphone at the moment, because I don't think I'll be able to see it. But yeah, he's lost a lot of weight, and well done him.
Okay.
Well done.
Is that on your mind at the moment, weight loss?
Well, no, it's because I'm a racing snake and fit as a flea, as you know.
There you
as
are.
You know, there's not a pick on me.
Racing snake with a kilt on.
Oh, please.
Have a nice Wednesday with that image in your mind, everyone.
At least I won't do the handstand now.
Ken Bruce, 88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2. I used to rule the world, seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I